Look, you see, I never been one for the games, so you better think twice before you even try to step in my lane. My pen game so lethal with a rupture your veins, then penetrate your thoughts and explode in your brain, and have you shook like Fox got ball every game. And yeah, we on the same court, but we ain't ballin' the same. Oh yeah, I'm that nice, even without the ends. Boy, I'm cold as ice. These rappers need writers for hits. A bunch of poltergeists, I'm nasty. Even if you both, you couldn't pass me. Now give me the torch, but don't gas me. I'm everlasting, so I can't never let them quiet me. I'm the one that's known to beat the odds and put a strain on society.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to the S.O.S podcast, a strain on society, the most honest hour and change of your day, once a week. We back to you live again at this particular time. Hey, it's technically a holiday, so don't say shit. But on this particular day, still, because we love y'all. My name is Jacques. I'm one of your hosts. This gentleman that you can't see, but he was here a minute ago. I don't know where he could be. There you go. Popping up like Michael Myers. Or here's Johnny. But 346 weeks for y'all in a row like that, like he always do around this time. And there is no gentleman to my right or my left. Yeah, he's at Party Central Grand Station. So if he checks in, he checks in. Gonna let the party people know what it is. I don't know. Hey, but we are the S.O.S pod. What the heck? Okay, thought I heard something a little bit, maybe. Cast. Ha! Minute 42. I had to do some ad-libbing on that one, so hey, they be what they bees. Hey, but hello there, guy. How's it going?
Hello there.
Like we haven't been talking for the last 20 or so minutes. How are you doing, man?
Hello there.
Fancy seeing you here, guy.
Yeah, I'm well. Well, I'm not well, but I'm going to develop a new answer to that. That's not lying. That's also not depressing.
I'm making it.
I mean, the old heads used to say hanging in there. I'm making it. But I want some sympathy pussy. So I want to tell exactly what's happening, but I don't want to bring the room down. That's when the old heads used to say good as I can be, but that leads to other questions.
It do lead to other questions, but if you want the sympathy, can you hear me still?
Yes.
If you want the sympathy pussy, you gotta give them a reason to be sympathetic. Like you gotta have you coming up with soft eyes, puppy dog eyes.
No, when a motherfucker asks you how you doing, that's what I'm saying. I'm
right.
trying to craft the answer right there.
If you're not gonna give away if you're not gonna bring the room down and tell them the exact shit, you gotta say, no, I'm pretty all right, but then sell it with eyes.
No, nigga, I can E equals MC squared this.
Oh, what you gonna do?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm figuring it out. It's a work in progress.
It's a process.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. I got I had a cool one the other day. What was it? It was like hanging in there. Upbeat, all things considered. But see, that led to more questions. I'm trying not to lead to more questions. I'm trying to lead to straight to you know.
Hey, look, it's you're gonna have to sell it in the eye some kind of way, I believe. You're gonna have to do something.
A lot of indirect looking.
Like,
bottom lip biting.
You gotta be like, yeah, and look off and up. Because you're trying to get the tears to roll back. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. See?
I don't know. Tears might be too much.
No. But no tears, though. You trying to get them to roll back. See, they ain't there.
What I'm saying is the feigning of tears might be too much. I may need that later on.
Oh. Hey, look. As long as you don't cry, you can still always cry.
No, you can only tear up like 2 or 3
No,
times.
but you like get right before you tear up. It's a moment. You well up a little bit.
You can only well up. Well, how many times can a man well up in his life before you're a bitch ass nigga? Like not even full on tears, just well up.
It depends. You can well up as many times as you want. It's about what you welling up for.
You can't well up in front of the same group of people more than 3 times. I don't think.
Hey, look. If it was like 7 murders, they all was around, boy. Like
Well, fuck if it was
you had 3, you had
fam. I don't give a
3
fuck if it was.
grandparents die back to
I don't
back.
give a fuck if a motherfucker killed
heartbreaking
your
shit.
mama one week, your daddy the next week, and then your favorite son on your birthday. If you well up on that third one, nigga, you a bitch ass nigga.
So you saying it should have been a good callus developed?
No, you know what you got? Not a
Okay.
callus. This is the fucked up thing. Men gotta cry some old idiosyncratic shit like later. The nigga gotta break his favorite wrench or some shit. And then he gotta well up there. Then the motherfucker gotta go, yeah, that nigga been dealing with a lot. Motherfucker was the parents' death and the child death. But if you well up at all 3 of those, you a bitch ass nigga.
All 3. I mean, hey, look, I think you can get, as long as it's a good reason, you can get as many well ups off as you want. Full blown. I think. Hey, look, depending on the circumstance, you get a couple weeks. You can get a few more than you might think full blown weeps off.
Oh no. You definitely only got 2 sobs in your life. Sob,
Hey.
one, maybe 2.
Hey, look. John Q in the hospital, but he don't get to say, my son's not gonna bury me, I'm gonna bury my son. The boy died, like at the game, like when they come back from the game, he can't weep in the hallway.
Hold on. I'm glad you brought that up. Glory, John Q. Then he kissed the nigga. We was like, oh. That's all he had in a 40-year career, nigga. A tear in Glory, a welling up in John Q. And then he kissed the man in his latest movie, and motherfuckers went like, oh, hell no.
Hey, he ain't crying fences.
Hell no, he didn't.
I know Viola.
Fences.
I know Viola snot cried.
Yeah, that nigga said,
He
I ain't got to like you, nigga. I ain't got to like you.
No, that was a different pod though. It was another pod where he was. Now when he was with Viola, I think he might have held strong then. I think when he was in a room in the house after that, I can't remember, but I thought when he was in the house after that, before he died.
Courtney B. Vance might have cried when he played fences on stage.
He was the son.
Who, Courtney B. Vance?
Yeah.
I say he might have cried in fences on stage, but
yeah. I mean, Denzel was the father. Denzel
I don't think Denzel.
Role.
I don't think Denzel cried. I
damn
sure don't think. Damn sure don't think James Earl teared up.
Hey, look, man. I can't say I saw James Earl shed a tear in nothing. Nothing. So I don't know. He a different one, but they made him different back then, though. I mean, it was
Sidney Poitier, no tears.
I don't know a lot of Sydney shit though, so I can't.
What?
I don't know a lot of
Heat of the Night, Uptown Saturday Night. He was in a lot of night shit.
And To Sir with Love.
And motherfucking the other one with Bill Cosby. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. Yeah, he got that. And then Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Yeah.
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
But to be completely honest with you, I've never seen
Sleep with Anger. God damn it.
Hey, was that Sidney Poitier?
No, that was fucking Danny Glover, but I was trying to think of the name of that movie like 4 weeks ago on this show. To Sleep with Anger.
Oh. All right.
Couldn't think of the name that night. I was making a reference about old Scratch.
Shit just popped in your head.
And it just popped into my head right now.
Got it, finally. Shit.
Sidney Poitier was a Cage Bird. I know what a Cage Bird sing.
Yeah, he was that. Yeah, that was his court movie, right? Know what a Cage Bird sing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and fucking the one that Samuel L. Jackson did. He did it the first time.
Time to Kill?
Yep.
I thought that was To Kill a Mockingbird when he did.
Oh, To Kill a Mockingbird. One of them motherfuckers. Yeah.
And then Sam did Time to Kill.
Right. He did To Kill something. Sidney Poitier.
To kill some shit. They was in the country courtroom.
Yes, they deserve to die. And I hope they burn in hell.
Hey, you want to know how triggering that movie is before we get back to this other shit? We just got Paramount, and I think that shit's on Paramount. So they played the little trailer of that shit. And in the trailer, it's the little girl walking, and then these motherfuckers stalking her. And you know what happened. And then you hear this girl screaming, "Daddy." And I'm like, ain't no way in hell I want to watch this movie right now. It should be Thanksgiving and shit.
Triggering. What's more triggering? That or Penny? Or the Penny episode from Good Times?
That.
The
stove. I mean, you can get over the stove. I can watch that shit in
iron, nigga. You can't get over the iron, baby.
I can get over the iron, G.
What?
I can get over the iron. I can get past that.
Past the iron?
Yeah, I mean, Penny was all right. She moved to New York, started dating Willis, went to college, dropped out.
Iron in your child, nigga. You can put
started doing hell on the West Coast. Yeah, I link all people's movies together. Yeah,
we gonna create a world out of this shit one of these days.
Hey, look, I just did all of it. Hey. She went to fame right after fucking she stopped messing with Willis.
Hey, it's gonna get funky once Busta Rhymes get involved. Once she get to how it's gonna be, and then we can retroactively get back all the way to Shaft and shit. That Busta Rhymes, greatest rapper in history. He's the only motherfucker to whoop Michael Myers' ass.
I didn't see that version of Halloween, but I
fucked Michael Myers up. Michael Myers knocked him out. He laid on the motherfucking floor, got up on his head.
He didn't die.
Yeah, that's what. No, he didn't die. He died. Okay. But he died. But that was back when Busta had that LL carte blanche. Remember, you couldn't kill LL in the movie?
I ain't know you couldn't kill him.
Yeah, that's why he didn't die in Deep Blue Sea. That's why he popped back up at the end of that motherfucker.
Oh.
That was in his contract that you couldn't kill him.
Thought it was angling for a part too. I don't think LL did the type of movies where he would die often in these shits. Like
shit. LL did all them fucking cop movies where he would play the role where you could kill his ass. He was in SWAT, motherfucking
Right, nobody died in SWAT.
But he could have died in SWAT, is what I'm saying. Motherfucker.
One motherfucker got point blank in the head in SWAT. They didn't let die.
What was that motherfucker that got leaked 2 years early? Him and Val Kilmer, Mine Hunter or some shit.
I ain't see that.
That was dope.
I don't know. He got one close up too, some shit like that. In the cut, some shit.
Hey, why are we talking about these actors? I thought some shit that was funny to me earlier. Do you know that Morgan Freeman can say shit to you that would be a threat from anybody else? And it's like you just not gonna think of it as a threat as Morgan Freeman. Because I had to threaten a motherfucker yesterday. And the way I threatened him reminded me of the Morgan Freeman. You smoke crack, don't you jump? And it was like, if I'd have told a motherfucker to jump, that shit would have sounded like a threat. It didn't sound like a threat coming from Morgan Freeman. And so I said what I said, and I imagine Morgan Freeman saying it. And I'm like, that sounded like helpful advice. So what happened was...
Yeah, it don't sound like a threat from you. You got to tell me the context in which you said.
I'm about to tell you. So what happened was one of my bitches got kidnapped, and the mother kidnapper called me. So when I heard the man's voice and not the bitch voice, I'm like, huh? I was like, I got my Tim the Two-Man Taylor. He's like, this is who up the bam. Say, who? He say, you looking for who up the bam, right? I say, I ain't looking for nobody. You call me. He say, man, don't call my girl no more. I'm like, huh? Motherfucker say, do you know? I say, do you know who I am? Yeah, it's my girl's ex. I say, no, not my title. Did she tell you who I am in life? Nigga say, I'm supposed to be scared? I just did 22 years in a joint. And here's the Morgan Freeman part. I say you're trying to do the rest of them in the ground. Sounded like a threat coming from me, but just think about Morgan Freeman saying that.
No, see, look, no. You try. It would be the thing. You can't you can't also be the crack.
But that's what I'm saying. I think Morgan Freeman could have got that off, and it sounded
No, because then he would have also been the crack.
wait. No, hear me out. Hear me out. You're missing the point. Just imagine if I was a bystander walking past. See, Morgan Freeman could have got that phrase off as a bystander walking past. Cool out, son. You're trying to spin the rest of them in the ground. Like not even knowing what's going on with the situation. Just walking past, and he hear him saying, I just spent 22 years in jail. And Morgan Freeman, you're trying to spin the rest of them in the ground. And it would just sound like helpful advice. It would just sound like jump.
Yeah, but it's different if you hear the man, I ain't scared of you. I just did 22 years in the joint.
I still
think in the ground.
Freeman,
That's what makes. But it's the preceding statement that makes the response the threat or not.
But
Because
I still think
because when he says, "I'm not scared of you," you're now responding to the rationale. I'm not scared of you.
I was there.
I did 22 years in the joint.
I understand what happened in reality, but what I'm saying is, what I'm postulating is, I think Morgan Freeman, in the same situation, could get it off as helpful advice and not a threat like it sounded coming from me. I think Morgan Freeman could have gotten it off in the exact same situation, in the exact same context. It would have sounded like helpful advice coming from him. It sounded like a straight threat coming from me.
Hey, look, give it with all the information. I'm gonna say it would have been a threat either way.
Morgan Freeman, you don't now, son. You're trying to spend the rest of them in the ground.
Yeah. Hey, look. Don't fuck with Morgan. It would sound. Hey, look, Morgan Freeman in Red. That's gonna sound like a threat.
No, that's my whole point. I still think Morgan Freeman got enough cachet that he have to tell me he's threatening me. He's no Sam L. He got to tell me he's threatening me and not trying to help me navigate this situation.
Hey, you ain't
what he says always sound like helpful advice.
You must be forgetting that time Morgan Freeman was a pimp.
Oh no.
You must forgot his history, his background. He got pimping in his blood, G.
Hey, him and motherfucking Gordon from goddamn Willie Dynamite from goddamn Sesame Street.
Out here. Gordon, is that you?
Shut up, bitch.
Hell yeah. Shit, I don't know what we was talking about. Whatever it was. Whatever.
Shit. Introducing our weeks. My week, yep. I got diagnosed with cancer 2 days ago. Firm diagnosis of cancer. That's why I'm sweating right now, because I have an adrenal gland heart cancer, and it makes me sweat and sexually excited. It's the greatest cancer ever. I like motherfucker told me that, like, the doctor was like, do you run from fights? It's like, no, what? It's like, you can't. I'm like, what? You have no flight. Like, no. Like, you walk around at a constant state of fight or flight. So the fact that you ain't constantly just running away from shit lets you know that there is no flight in you. You're in fight and flight right now. The fact that you ain't running out of here means you want to punch me in my shit. Oh, how did you know, doctor?
Yes.
What the fuck? Are you psychic?
Said, no, I've been here before. I've diagnosed it several times.
But yeah.
Every 30% of the time, you get swung on 100% of the time.
Yeah. So yeah, I got Marvel cancer. And we dealing with that shit. It's just fucking stupid. It's just stupid. Stupid as hell. A cancer. Damn, I just knew the name of it. Joey Pantoliano. Pantagain. It's some pain tacaloma or some shit. Patagonia. Some
None of those are the words. By the way.
Patawaka.
Padawan.
Paraganglioma. It's called paraganglioma. Aorta caval mass. Paraganglioma is what I have. And it's the arteriocaval mass flow symmetry analysis is significant lymphoid cell population is detected. Whatever that means. But yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. And I don't know, the shit ain't affecting me just as of yet. I've been reaching out to everybody trying to bury the hatchet. And that's some shit in the movies. Motherfuckers have been like, yes, die, nigga. I'm like, oh shit. I knew I shouldn't have did this. Hey, I text my mama. I'm like, she's like, nigga, get off the drugs. I want to go, bitch. You've done harder drugs than me. I've never done cocaine before. You got experience. The fuck? What drugs? This lady crazy, man. Get off the drugs. What drugs? Weed? Oh, weed. I'm not gonna smoke that shit.
Weed is good. But the Prozac they finna put you on.
Man, I'm on hydroepinephrine right now. Oh, that's what she said. Take their prescription drugs and get off the drugs. I'm like, they put me on drugs. Like, I've never been on anything harder than a blunt. I've never done anything harder than a blunt. Ever. With shrooms. But yeah.
Same realm.
Same fucking realm. Just dried out earthly mass. But yeah, she said get off the drugs. I'm like, all right, lady. Whatever.
Like, I mean, advice is advice. You never know. You planting some seeds. They might hatch. You know, it's an impatient farmer that crops don't yield. You know, fruit.
I called my ex, and I tried to do some white people shit to her. I was like, just tell me you never loved me, and then you'll never hear from me again. She was like, I never loved you. Boop. Like, damn, this shit is not fucking working. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, look. So she said never, and it was like, all right, bet, bye. Now you got two options. You can call back, or you could be like, that never was never.
Hey, I didn't call back. I made it. I made my bed. I had to lie in it.
Hey, but you know, in the movies though, that person might hang up, but then when it really come down by the third act, they gonna show up.
Show up? Yeah, no.
Yeah, they gonna show up, put a hand out like, hey.
She's not at all. And so
not gonna make that miraculous appearance.
Y'all reached out to another ex, and through somebody though, and she let them have it. Don't ever talk to me about that nigga. And her exact words were, damn, where my phone
didn't work. Now she don't fuck with me. Look what you got me into.
No, Shorty said last time I talked to him, he said that these were her words, that I said she lucky I wasn't beating her ass, which ain't what I said. That's not what I said. I said another nigga would be beating your ass for this shit. That's what I said. I didn't say I was gonna be beating your ass. I said, bitch, another nigga would be beating your ass right now.
Those don't sound very different. You know that, right?
They do. They sound they sound diametrically opposed. Yes.
You lucky I ain't beating your ass, and another nigga will beat your ass means I should beat your ass.
Yes. No.
They both mean I should beat your ass, but I'm not.
No. One of them means I should beat your ass, but I'm not. The other one means I should beat your ass, but I won't ever.
Hey, that sounds semantical, fam.
I mean, it's a very good semantic, though. When you want to stand next to the motherfucker that has assured you he's never going to beat your ass, as opposed to the one that said, it's iffy.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, I'm gonna get the.
I mean, they both could be lying, but I'm saying the safer bet is the one that says he's not going to do something.
Yes, of course, the one that's. And in neither one of those situations did you express, I would not.
I did,
No, you said another nigga would.
meaning that the current nigga won't. That's what that means. And I was the current nigga.
It don't feel that different, fam. It don't come off.
It's still supposed to be a threat. It's still supposed to be ominous and have a weight to it. But the actual crux of it means I'm never going to do it. I will have to be another nigga to fuck you up. Because this nigga won't.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that means. You still have to point out the fallacy of the engagement, though. And the gravity of it is ass whipping. You just lucked up. I ain't the ass whipping type. But if I were the ass whipping type, this is ass whippable. That's what I would say.
I know.
Right. So yes, they're
No,
diametrically
I should fuck you up,
opposed.
but I'm not. I could fuck you up, but I'm not. Hey, look, not never is where we have the semantical divergence. We both agree to this. I don't know.
That's the point of entering.
She got what she got from that motherfucker. She didn't want to talk to your ass no more.
And that was like 5 years ago. 5 years.
She remembered.
She also said that I tried to make her family think she was crazy. But
Say that one more time.
She also said that I tried to make her family think she was crazy, but that was also with context. She put me in her obituary, her mother's obituary that I didn't know. And then, like, I threatened to kill her identical twin, but that was with the context that her brother told me she had been kidnapped and raped in Colombia. And I'm like, all right, well, if something like the rape and kidnapping happens again because of y'all, I'm gonna fuck all y'all up, is what I said. But I didn't tell them specifically raping and kidnapping in Colombia. All I said was if she hurts herself or if somebody else hurt her, I'm gonna kill all y'all. And so they told her,
we finna get that. I don't know how many times you can say it, but we finna get that notice again.
Oh, damn. All right, well, non-violence. But yeah, so I've been apologizing to everybody, and everybody been like, fuck it. Then one ex called me and told me that people are spying on her through the TV. I'm like, oh shit, mental illness is real.
That you were spying on her through the TV?
No, she called me to help her. She said everybody else is spying on her through the TV. Everybody's looking at me through the television. I feel so exposed.
Is she on a webcam of some sort?
No, she's just crazy, fam. She's just crazy. She's just fucking nuts. That's it. That's all. It's no rhyme or reason to her insanity. She's just nuts. And she done cut off her phone, and I'm out of state, so I can't like readily access her. So it's just like, hey, it is what it is. You know, I can't be your Superman.
Hey, look, I wouldn't be. I would take that information that I got from her, and I go ahead and abandon ship. I ain't gonna hold you.
Look, she says everyone has been watching me through my TV. I'm freaking out. My phone is off. I can't call anyone, and I feel completely exposed. And I haven't heard from her again. I'm like, don't panic, breathe. You're okay. No one is watching you.
Yep. Yep, but you didn't confirm that she wasn't on the webcam,
though. Not in confirm, because I've been through this with her before, so I know that she's just paranoidally delusional. So, it's best not to feed into her delusion and start looking at angles of where, because what you think you're doing is
eliminating possibilities.
But what you're actually doing is implanting new fears. Your final destination in her ass. Anything you say that she hasn't thought of as of yet is going to be a new thought. And anything that she's already thought of that you touch on, she's going to then put you in the category of people who could possibly be doing that to her. Your best bet is to go, oh, people spy on people through TVs. If you try to tell her any type of reasoning or rationale of why it ain't happening, and you seem knowledgeable about TV spying, she go, nigga, you the one to put it there. You know too much about television spying. Yeah, she's nuts. And she gorgeous. It's always the pretty ones. Always the pretty ones.
Hey, look, that make them be crazy when shit.
I give with one hand, but he take with the other one.
That happened. Shit.
I also bought some THCA today too.
Eggs.
A.
Oh,
that shit they be selling at smoke shops and shit.
What is that shit?
You know, they just tell us whatever. And the pricing, the structure, the look, the smoke, the smell, I think it's just weed. I really think it's just weed. Because there's been this like influx of very, very cheap weed over the last 2 years. And then all of this shit hit the stores. And now all of the names are the same from 2 years ago. Like every single name. Do you remember that Blueberry Ice or whatever? Skywalker OG.
Blueberry Dream and all that other shit.
Blue Dream. That's it. Blue Dream, Skywalker OG. You remember all that 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Go look at these motherfucking smoke shops. All of that shit. That's the name of those THCAs. So I think there's always been THCA and it's been on the streets. And they tested it out on the streets on our ass. Because I got a homie that just got his production down to $89 a pound. Like, and that's what he's selling it for. Not what it costs him. It's what he's selling it for. $89 a pound.
Weed cheaper than alcohol now at this point. Shit.
But what I'm saying, no, he only doing that to like dispensaries and shit. Like he's doing it to the government by millions of pounds.
Hey, look, it's still cheaper than alcohol at this point.
Yeah, so it's like I think that shit always been floating around and we just don't know. Like shit just be floating around and we do not know. And we'll run with a narrative. I just found out that Honey Nut Cheerio narrative wasn't real.
What's the Honey Nut Cheerio narrative? You telling me that La La really don't taste like that?
KG never said it.
Nah, he said that shit.
Fam, broke my heart too. Mello was like, why the fuck would I be mad at that? That's stupid. That's stupid. And yes, that's stupid.
So what did he say?
He was just calling them pussies all day.
Why would he be mad at pussies?
Because that's a direct threat. Pussy, I'll fuck you up, bitch ass nigga. He was threatening him all day.
But that's what KD do.
KG, and this was back when niggas was fighting. This is back when it ain't just what you do, nigga.
Hey, look, man.
Damn, I just saw a tape today of Dr. J, Moses Malone, and Charles Barkley jumping Larry Bird, nigga.
That was them three. Now show me KG getting active. All you gonna see of KG is a motherfucker two-piecing them and him standing there looking at him like, what? That was shit.
Okay, like, I didn't say he was an active motherfucker when I said people were two-piecing back then. That's all I said. And Carmelo was for the two-pieces ass. We call him pussy ass nigga all game. That's what happened.
Okay,
they said Carmelo said, man, you just gotta listen to Iman Shumpert tell a story. The nigga said Melo went back there. Melo was sitting on the motherfucking bench, the opposing team bench, waiting on that nigga to leave to go to the locker room. He said KG came out that motherfucker. He said, come on, Melo, over basketball. That nigga said that motherfucker was real live on his bumper. He said Gilbert Arenas came out that motherfucker. Say, blood, I'm with whatever you on.
Hell nah. All right, so check it out. Check it out. Let me play this right quick. Because we have an exclusive from about 3 years ago. But an exclusive nonetheless. Hold on 1 second. Can you see my oh, okay, audio. There we go.
Life disrespected a man ever in my life. Disrespected a man or his family or his wife or his mom or none of that. I have never in my life. Now I talk about how I'm busting your ass out here, but I would never in my life. I always kept it basketball. We as basketball players know to keep it basketball. We know that crossing the line crosses the line, and I've never crossed the line.
Well, you know, they weren't talking about what I smelled like, actually.
Oh, they weren't? What were they
No,
talking
they were
about?
saying what I tasted.
Oh my God!
But yeah, motherfucker said announcers made that shit up.
Hey, yo, look.
Hey, what's up?
I ain't gonna hold you. The end of that video kind of fucked me up. That's why I think some people might look at it as a bird brain. Because KG gets on the video and says, you know, I ain't never did no shit like that. I wouldn't disrespect no man or his family like that. I keep it basketball, keep it to G. And then you saying you saw Amon Shumpert corroborate the story that he did not make reference to her smelling or tasting like nothing. Then the end of the video is her in the radio station talking about, yeah, they weren't talking about what I smelled like. They talking about what I taste like. Bitch, you supposed to not comment on it. Especially if you have acknowledged that it's not true. I'm sure you asked Carmelo. You really say that? And Carmelo like, nah, he ain't say that. He said something else. He wasn't about you though. For you to get on the radio and keep the bullshit up, I don't know. Maybe she cleared it up right after that. I don't know.
Hell no, you know, Lala wanted. You look at the way she was saying that shit. She looked like she was fucking. She looked like she wanted them motherfuckers that like to be. Oh, they weren't talking about how I smelled.
That's my hot take. She was proud of it.
She was proud of it, right?
Pride there. It was a pride there.
That ain't how a respectable woman would have described that scenario. Even in the I guess.
Even if he did say it, you wouldn't correct.
I mean, I'm saying even in the relaxed environment she was in, it was still too familiar. She still seemed too pleased by it. Even in such a relaxed environment, I think she still should have had a little bit of decorum about it.
A little offense to it, maybe.
A little offense, yeah. She still should have been a little offended by it. She didn't say they weren't wrong. She didn't say they had no prior knowledge. She said they were discussing how I tasted, as if both of them had knowledge. She didn't say he was lying. She said they were discussing.
They look
like the whole phrasing of it was kind of strange.
It was off. It seemed kind of birdish. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah,
seemed a little birdish. So I mean, it be what it be. Is what it is. Ayo, they ain't together no more, but they do seem very together, but not together ish. Carmelo and Lala, I'm speaking of.
Oh,
because you ever see them with the kid? They got like a I don't know if he got a podcast, not the kid, Carmelo. I don't know if Carmelo got a podcast or somebody, but I think they was just on it, like talking about, I don't know what the fuck they was talking about, but
talking about this. They got a that's what I saw this shit on. It's called Brooklyn. Brooklyn something is him, Shump, Gilbert Arenas. Just a bunch of basketball niggas.
Gilbert
that shit like LeBron shit.
Gilbert Arenas is on another show?
Yes.
Dang, how many shows? He got a lot of shows he be on. Well, a lot of that are like the same show. So he do Gil's Arena, and now he's doing this with Iman and Carmelo.
I don't think he's like every week type of motherfucker.
Oh, he was just a guest. Okay.
Yeah. I think it may be a rotating cast. I think Carmelo's the only one of them motherfuckers.
That's what Gil's Arena is a rotating cast of people.
But what I'm saying is, I think Carmelo's the only one of them niggas from Brooklyn. So ain't Shump from fucking
Baltimore.
I thought Kobe was from Baltimore. Carmelo was from Brooklyn.
Kobe was from Philly.
Baltimore, Philly, same difference.
Yeah.
I thought Carmelo was from New York.
Now he went to school in Syracuse, but I hey, look, don't give me. I ain't no expert, but I thought he was from Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
But yeah, so it's a podcast called Brooklyn something. And now I don't know whose podcast it is because I thought Shump was from fucking Chicago.
He from out west suburbs. He
Yeah.
was born in Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
Education, Oak Hill Academy.
Then he went to
Taunton.
Oak Hill. Yeah. Ain't Oak Hill in
Taunton.
fucking Brooklyn?
I
I mean,
don't
in New York. Because that's
I
where
have-
all them motherfuckers over there went. Then he played in the McDonald All Stars.
wait, hold on. Check it out. So Taunton Catholic High School is a private Catholic high school in Baltimore. So he went to high school in Baltimore, and then he went to Oak Hill Academy also. Where is that at? Oak Hill Academy is in West Virginia. I mean, I'm sorry, Wilson, Virginia. Mouth of Wilson, Virginia.
He was on the trajectory.
Yeah. He was born there. He might have had to do some shit and had to move around.
That nigga was on a trajectory. He was on a basketball trajectory. When you see shit like that, motherfucker just went to all basketball schools. Yeah, he was on a trajectory.
I mean,
you fuck around, find out his uncle was somebody.
Hey, when you
that shit tweak me out every day. Like finding out that somebody wasn't just
find you.
You say what?
When you 6'3" in the 4th grade, they kind of find you.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. I mean, even that though don't just necessitate you making it to the league. It'd be funny to find out that every single motherfucker. It'd be funny to find out that damn near every single motherfucker is a nepo baby in one way, shape, or another. Like it's very few motherfuckers that make it that ain't a nepo.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If I found out Ron Artest had the inside lane,
fuck around, find one of his uncles was Michael Jordan bodyguard or some shit. Like it don't be like a 1-to-1 transition, like a motherfucker be Clive Davis, but it'd be Clive Davis' secretary. Like they saying that fucking P. Diddy mama was Clive Davis' secretary. Like that's how Diddy got into all of this shit. But what the streets is really saying was he wasn't. They saying P. Diddy's daddy was Clive Davis' dope dealer.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that would be, well, his mama was his pimp. Well,
they say Diddy daddy was a dope dealer, and his mama, I mean, well, you might not know.
Wasn't his mama a madam or some shit?
I don't know. I didn't know she was even a part of any. I didn't know she was anything past P. Diddy's mother. But come to find out that they was all into the lifestyle.
A little something else. That's why he got so much gangster shit around him.
Right.
Allegedly. We'll see.
Right. Just said his mama. And when you in the game and shit, a motherfucker, you say you sell dope to a nigga on a car lot, just y'all become quote unquote friends. Fuck it, man. Give my niece a job here. And that's how Diddy got into the music industry. Fucking his mama got a job because his daddy was selling Clive Davis coke.
Hey,
like Nepo baby.
Connections.
Yeah, ain't nobody just out here. Ain't nobody just off their own muster made it.
Mustard on the beat. Hey, speaking of mustard. Mustard! No, I can't do it. My voice hurt. Well, it don't hurt, but I'm fragile now at this point, so I'm keeping myself safe. But GNX came out. We got topics. GNX came out last week, and this leads into my week because this was my week. I listened to GNX on Friday a couple times. Then I listened to it on Saturday a couple times. Then on Sunday a few times. Then again on Monday a couple times. I ain't listened to it at all yesterday, and I ain't listened to it at all today. I had to take a break from it, but yeah, I was satisfied with that particular project. I was impressed. Thought it was really good piece of work. I don't think you listened to it. I'm not sure. Did you?
I've never listened to anything Kendrick Lamar made ever.
Kendrick Lamar, so yeah. But now
To Pimp a Butterfly. I listened to Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh, okay. Well, on GNX, he I think he got the fuck off. The album is it got layers to it, in my opinion. Like he's taking it to different levels on this motherfucker. That first track, I like the continued energy of I'm gonna say niggas' names whenever I feel like it. And he said Snoop name and he said Wayne name. And they had interesting choices on how they chose to respond to the young Kendrick, King of the Coast. Snoop said, yeah, it must have been the weed, man. My bad. My apologies, sir. Carry on, young man. And Wayne said, hey, yo, you fuck around, find out over him. Two different approaches. I think that Snoop probably had the more intelligent way of handling the situation. I don't know how this works out for Wayne.
In what regard?
He made sure he nipped that shit in the bud real quick, squashed it, said, nope, young fella, ain't got nothing. I ain't on that type of time. You know I be smoking. It was the weed.
Oh, what the fuck did he say about Snoop?
Oh, he said Snoop. He in the verse he referenced that Snoop had shared the Taylor Made song that Drake had made where he sampled with AI the Snoop verse and AI the Tupac verse. Snoop had shared that and hit like with the fire emojis or whatever, like, all right, good shit, whatever. Kendrick saw that he did that and he was not too fond of that. So he mentioned it on his song and he said, yeah, you shared that shit and you liked it. I'm gonna just say it must have been the edibles. That's what Kendrick said. And then Snoop.
All right, so that wasn't really a shot.
No, it was a shot. That was a check-in.
It wasn't.
It was, fam.
It wasn't. That was some gay ass plausible deniability shit.
Hey, look. We gonna bump into this Morgan Freeman said it, whether or not it's a threat or not, tone a lot this episode I see. So
hell yeah.
So
especially from niggas like Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Like that's what he did with that first shit.
But so look, so if I tell you that I don't appreciate you liking that shit, but I'm gonna excuse it because you must have been high. You didn't really feel that way. You had the only reason you would have did that is if you were high. No other explanation is plausible. So I'll let it slide because you was high. But you ain't really mean to do that shit, right, Snoop?
All right, I'm gonna put it like this. Two people would say some shit like that. Debo and Wayman. Kendrick is Wayman.
Okay.
I know you didn't say my name, Snoop.
No. Get the fuck out of my face, Kendrick. It's two type of people that would say that. And Kendrick is the latter. He's the Wayman. He's not Debo. So no, I wouldn't have took offense. I think Snoop is leaning into the Wayman. Like if a little kid come up, oh, like that little midget, that little Russian midget that be fighting everybody and everybody be acting like they scared of him and shit.
Yeah, I don't see this as that. I don't see this as that. I just don't. I think Snoop said, nah, man, I ain't do it. Like I say, Wayne had a much different response to it. Wayne said, hey, look, I'm a giant. Let me sleep before I fuck you up. In statement. Right.
Exactly. Stop playing. Wayne said the appropriate thing. We know you a bitch. Shut up before I actually do something.
Hey.
Like, because that's what everybody should have said to him. He wouldn't have got this far if everybody said that shit to him the first time he tried that shit, instead of everybody trying to kumbaya.
What you mean the first time he tried that shit?
On Big Sean shit.
Oh, hey, look, I like that shit. Hey,
but if everybody would have did what Lil Wayne just did, Kendrick Lamar wouldn't be who Kendrick Lamar is. He would have had to rap against somebody right then.
You know, motherfuckers did come at him after that.
No,
hell, Big Sean on the song, I think
they did a bunch of ambiguous shit like he did. They did a bunch of ambiguous shit like he did. But if they would have literally said, hey, Kendrick, you a bitch ass nigga, don't wake me up. Like, at him, not no rap bar competition. Everybody rap bar competition, that shit. Everybody was on some kumbaya shit then. Everybody. They was rap bar competition. Yes, a lot of return songs were fired, but none of them were seen as, hey, say some more shit and I'm gonna smack the teeth out your mouth, which is what Lil Wayne shit could be said.
I mean, he could, but when
all them niggas back then that was just seeing as sparring.
Hey, look, fam. nobody believes Kendrick is gonna whoop nobody ass. Nobody believes that for a second.
Lyrically though. Lyrically though. Lyrically
What?
though.
I'm only speaking lyrically.
That's what I mean.
So
Nobody would have thought he was
so if we just
lyrical.
talking about lyrically, Kendrick is a heavyweight in this bitch. I don't know if I tell you. Kendrick a big dog. You might not like him. That's you. But Kendrick is a real motherfucker out here in these rap streets. Content, lyrics, catchiness. He got the formula. He got the hit. He got a lot of shit to back up whatever claims he wants to make about his space in his rap game. He got the shit to back it up. So he a big dog in his realm. And I don't think the motherfuckers is just gonna necessarily take him lightly or be like, man, piss off, you pissant motherfucker. I can see that physically, yes. You pissant motherfucker, nothing. But lyrically, nobody is being dismissive of Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar is
Nobody.
Damn, I can't never remember this nigga name. But Kendrick Lamar is the emperor that wears emperor's new clothes. Yes, people are resounding him, but no one believes it. They scared to tell him he's naked. That's it. Because they don't know what everybody else is gonna do. We all looking at each other like, you gonna do something? You gonna do something to me if I do something to him? We all think we're gonna jump each other for Kendrick, and so it keeps us all at bay.
Why do you think there's so much trepidation in the arena of with battling this motherfucker?
Because people are idiots.
Huh?
Because people are idiots.
Like, look, I think it's because that motherfucker pen is deadly. And when he get that motherfucker to going, it's going to hurt. He just never had to really go at motherfuckers all that much. And he was anxious to jump off the porch and wanted to do the competitive rap battle shit. And just in the lyricism realm of it as a sport of the pen exercise. And nobody really pressed it. Some motherfuckers responded and said, "Nah, nigga, not me." But that was the extent they took it. They didn't go nowhere else with it.
Kendrick Lamar
Cole started to say, "I'm the king around this bitch, and I'm the one. I'm the GOAT, and that's it. That's all." And then him and Drake tried to say it on their own shit, and then Kendrick tapped their motherfucking head. Kendrick been tapping Drake head actually for a very, very, very long time. He was doing that shit on the motherfucking after the Control verse when he was on BET, when he said I had to tuck a sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. Hey, look, I think motherfuckers is fearful of Kendrick. I think if Lil Wayne and Kendrick had a battle, it would end up bad for Wayne. I like Wayne, but when you go back and revisit Wayne's shit, when Wayne be rapping, you like it because you're familiar with it. It's nostalgic. But if you're listening to that shit, like if he was a new unknown artist, if you were the white label, that's when they anonymous, right? White label.
Mm-hmm.
If you white label Lil Wayne shit, you would not like it.
I disagree.
You wouldn't. You'd be like, it'd be cannabis, fam. We like Lil Wayne because we like Lil Wayne, and he do say some good shit, but he got a lot of the song, the whole thing, the whole package makes it good. But if we just talking lyrics, fam, Lil Wayne not fucking with Kendrick.
Again, I think Kendrick has the benefit of the Nas syndrome. I think a lot of idiots just want to assume he's smart because he's smarter than them. Jay-Z said a very fucking poignant line during that battle. Just because we don't understand you doesn't mean that you hot. Just mean we don't understand all the bullshit that you spit.
Yep.
And that went over people's heads, and Nas still took home the crown. So you can still take home the crown. But I think that was poignant and it was
fact though. But at that time, Nas did not have it.
What?
When Jay-Z said
the
that
very
shit,
first line Nas spit, when Nas said I shot Jesus at 14, Nas he's been that. There was no point that Nas wasn't that.
Okay, so in the Jay-Z Nas battle, there was a point in time where Jay-Z was doing victory laps on this nigga.
No,
it wasn't.
No, there was times when Jay-Z thought he was doing victory laps.
Ether came out. The Ether came out and it put all that shit to a cease.
There was times where Jay-Z thought he was doing victory laps, and there were times where there was a debate happening, but there was no consensus of none of this shit. Like we had a consensus that Hit 'Em Up won.
Yeah.
That was a consensus. The whole world was like Hit 'Em Up won that particular engagement.
Right.
There was no like consensus in Jay-Z and Nas battle. Half motherfuckers said Jay-Z, half motherfuckers said Nas.
No, at the end, it was Nas.
No,
it was. Yeah.
No, I know people still to this day who still argue Jay-Z.
Hey, look, you gonna know people that do it, but we talking about general consensus, and I think the general consensus is that Nas won that battle, Phil.
No, there is no general consensus there. I know just as many people that say Nas as say Jay-Z. That's my point. There is no general consensus there. I know just as many people that say Nas as whoever you like that day. I know people who flip-flop, who say Jay-Z one day and Nas the next.
I don't know. I think Nas got it, even though I think that Ether was not the best diss song in the thing. But Ether was not the best diss song in the whole collection.
How did Nas win?
Oh, he won because Ether, in my opinion, wasn't the best song, but it was the more impactful. I think he won the battle because of the overall vote of the public. That's why I believe he won the battle.
I think you just be using
court of public opinion. You say what?
I think you just be using words.
I'm saying what I'm saying, man. I'm just being logical.
I know you're saying what you're saying, but
I'm just being logical, rational, and fair. That's all. I know
but those words that you use and mean that
what?
You made
that he won. Yeah, he won the battle. That's the general consensus. Do I personally believe that Ether was the better diss song in the back and forth? No. I can take my ego out of it and say what the actual answer is, but I can still give my vote to a particular thing. That doesn't mean nothing. What are you talking about?
Because there was nothing else to be judged on. So if he didn't make the better song, how did he win the battle? There was nothing else to be judged on. So if he didn't make the better song, how did he win the battle?
It's not
my
battle. It's not my battle to call. It was.
But we're talking about battle. Your opinion.
In my opinion, I think the better song was not Ether. In my opinion, though, I think that the public response to it dictates the winner of the battle, not the quality of the songs necessarily. Yeah. I think the public's reaction and the public's vote dictate who win the battle, not necessarily who had the better song. It's public opinion, fam. That's what it is. It's just,
but
ain't no science behind it.
Your opinion, though, not the public opinion.
Oh, in my personal opinion, I think Ether age is bad. I think it did what it did in this time, but if you go back to listen to it today, you would take Takeover over Ether, and I would take Super Ugly over all of them because the nigga said he left condoms on your baby seat. You got to see about him after that. There's nothing you can say to come back after he said he had his feet up on your sofa, man. You coming home to dishes and empty soda cans. There's nothing you can say.
Hey, you know the funniest shit is? I hear you using both sides arguments right now.
I'm not using both sides argument. I'm telling you what I personally feel, but
I'm telling you what. That's what I'm saying. So the people who say Jay-Z won the argument, they say all that shit.
Yeah,
but you don't think Jay-Z won the argument.
I don't think that Jay-Z won the battle in the public's opinion. I think the general
ask you the public's opinion. I asked you your opinion,
and I told you I just gave you my opinion.
So Nas won the battle. But you think the Jay-Z songs were better? That doesn't make sense.
I think Jay-Z songs were better. I can't personally dictate who wins the battle. I can just tell you who has the better songs, who has the songs I like better. The people tell you who wins the battle, fam.
No, the fuck they don't.
They do.
That's why there's 3 judges. Each one of those judges tell you who wins the battle.
I'm not.
And the general consensus is tallied. So
And then
you can make a choice right
but
now.
hey, look.
But for some reason, you dancing around making a choice right now.
When the judge says, I think that this person won the battle, but then they say, well, who won the fight? Who won the fight? Who won the fight, Judge? Well, I scored at 100, 111, 115 for fighter A. And
There
the
you
other judges
go.
scored
That's it.
right.
I'm
But
not
who
asking
won
no
the fight?
further than
But,
that.
hey, yo, Judge, who won the fight? The question you asked me was who won the battle. I'm telling you who won the battle. Who won the fight, Judge? Oh, such won the fight. That's who won the
battle.
fight,
The
man.
same nigga. Ain't no fucking judge gonna do what you trying to do right now. Whoever got 111 won, and the nigga who got 110 lost.
All the judges.
Who do you think got
the judges give
111?
independent scores? That's telling you who they think won. But if you ask the judge in the fight who won the fight, they're gonna tell you who won the fight.
Who won?
Who won? The guy that I didn't vote for won. He won. I ain't vote for him, but he won. I can't tell you that Kamala won the fight.
No,
because she didn't. So just because a motherfucker voted for her, don't mean that I got to know when you ask me who won the president election. Oh, Kamala. That's because that's you voted for.
That's
no,
not
who won?
That's not how rap battles work. There is no actual physical tally. So you could just say who you think won and move the fuck on. But for some reason, we're on a 15-minute flim-flam.
I'm not on a flim-flam, fam. I'm just saying what the actual consensus was. And I have the right to say that. I have the ability to separate my ego from the shit and now have to have my opinion be the overlasting one. I don't have to have that.
Your opinion.
I did. I gave you my opinion. I told you.
Who won?
I think Jay-Z had the better songs, but he did not win the battle. The only way you win the battle is in the court of public opinion, and he did not do that. What do you want?
So, you know this is a recorded medium, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You don't believe the shit you just said. I don't know why you keep saying it. You know for a fact that you think one of them motherfuckers won the battle, and you can just say that right now, but for some reason you doing this.
Because I don't think that Jay-Z won the battle. I think Jay-Z had the better songs. I think that the winner of the battle was determined by the emotion.
The nigga with the better songs. And you're not going to dance around that. You're not going to dance around that. The nigga with the better songs. You like the shit you trying to say is literally finna infuriate me. You don't think that. You don't think that. You think the nigga who won the battle is the nigga with the better songs.
That's my thought.
No, you don't. You think the nigga with the better songs won the battle. Now you trying to say some old esoteric ass avant-garde ass shit like, well, I could put my ego to the side and say, well, because everybody else think Nas won the battle. That's not what a motherfucker asked you. That's not what any discerning adult would even be talking to you about, because they wouldn't care if you were psychic enough to decipher everybody else's thoughts. They're asking you, who do you think won? And that shit you talking about, the court of public opinion is how you win. That's not how. That's not how. You tally up the people that you bump into. I think Jay-Z won. And then over a lifetime, you get a general consensus. But you have to make a choice, motherfucker.
You know, I don't think you heard it, but never mind. It was said by you, but you said it. It exists. It's there.
A general consensus?
Yeah, a tally of general consensus. And the general consensus that I've generally gathered, they say Nas won, fam. Everybody voted. So I'm going to say that Nas won.
No, I asked you, who do you think won?
I told you who I think made the better songs. I also told you the criteria in which I think you can judge a rap battle by the winner and the loser. I can't give you the winner or the loser, fam.
Hey, you know why this is stupid? Because what the stupid shit you saying that you can't judge a rap battle if nobody else on earth existed except you, Jay-Z, and Nas, and you can't.
No, you can ask
so
me my
this
opinion.
Is what makes this shit so fucking stupid.
My opinion. I gave it to you. I told you who made the better shit.
So Jay-Z won the battle then. If you are one of the people who think Jay-Z won.
The only vote, then yes, he won.
There you go.
I'm the only vote.
That's the only vote.
But
that's the only vote.
But it's not though. It's
That
not though.
is.
When the aliens come down motherfucking Earth and they asking me who won the Jay-Z motherfucking Nas battle, they ain't asking my opinion of who won.
Yes, they are. Yes,
No,
they literally
asking me who
are.
won the battle.
No,
Subjectively,
they not. They're
the
asking
people of
you
Earth
your opinion.
tell the motherfucking aliens
No, they're
that
not.
Nas
They're
won
not.
the battle.
They're not asking you to tally the whole world for them. They're asking you your opinion, and then they're gonna do the tally with the people
So
they
ask me
come
who do I
across.
think. So they ask me who do I think had the better songs. Then I'll
They're
tell
asking
them.
you who you think won by
Yeah,
way
and
of
by
better
the way
music.
I judge the rap battle. By the
You
way
don't get
I
to
judge
judge
the
for
winner
them.
of a battle is by what the
That's
people say, fam. What you want me to tell you?
nobody's asking you that, and I think you know that. Who made
They
who?
are though.
No,
They
they're
are
not.
though.
No, they aren't. They're asking you who made
Okay.
the better songs.
Okay. All
So
right.
you trying to tell me Pootie Tang could be entered in this shit? He ain't got a single lyric just because the public, if all the whole public come and say that one, get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
I think
public. If the whole public came together and said Pootie Tang won that battle, then Pootie Tang won the battle, fam. Without a lyric in that motherfucker, if he came out the big winner in that shit by the general consensus of people, then he the winner.
You know what? I learned my lesson. We can move on.
Let's move on.
That don't even make. I mean,
Hey, look, fam. I know. Speaking of moving on, Drake seems to be unable to move on from that ass whooping he got. Hold on, I wasn't done talking about that album yet. So, hey, first track, he had it there. I like that shit he went at Wayne with. That was cool with me and the Snoop. I liked both of them shits. Then he just continues on with the path. He gave us the shit that he gave us in the beginning of Not Like Us that everybody wanted to hear with all the album titles and shit like that. All the references, he gave us that. That shit was actually hot. I thought I might be surprised. I might be disappointed on some like My Beach Is Better sentiments when I heard that for the first time and didn't get any other extended versions or verses from that. Nope, Kendrick didn't disappoint. He gave us the entire song of that. I appreciate that. Then it's a bunch of songs that's cool, but it don't catch my attention again. It's in my memory right now into that song, the Man at the Garden. I thought that shit was fucking incredible. Fucking incredible. Then he got the song where he do made niggas. Made niggas, major niggas. The Tupac and the Outlaw song from the game related soundtrack.
man, and this. So this is what I will say about this shit, and I hate to be a detractor without even hearing any of this shit, but I'm hearing people trying to be. That's the fuck. Everybody's trying to be avant-garde and esoteric, and Tupac. So this is the only thing I've heard about this song. I mean, about this album. He took a Tupac song. Don't nobody be thinking about.
Well, I'm telling you different stuff now. You can just listen to me and hear what I'm saying about it.
I'm just commenting. That's what the show is about. Back and
All
forth.
right, cool. But let me finish what you broke my train of thought for a second. I got it back now. In the song, he do the Billie Holiday verse, which was dope. Talking about her perspective in life experiences and shit like that. I thought that was cool. And then the last verse of that shit, he did it. It's crazy, and I'm still trying to figure that shit out because it's like at some points in the verse he's talking about it sounds like it's him, and then in other parts of the verse it sounds like he's speaking from the perspective of Lucifer talking to God, and he's telling the whole story about Lucifer being kicked out of heaven and all of that shit. It's a whole work. It's a whole work. I fuck with it. I would suggest you listen to it. If not for nothing, it's a pretty good 44 minutes to pass your time on the drive. Also, Peekaboo is the shit. And there's one other one. That's like crazy, but I can't remember the fucking name of it right now. But yeah. Check the album out. I fuck with it. Now, while we're on the subject of Kendrick, he is the subject by some terms of a lawsuit being brought. Is it a lawsuit or I think I'm gonna call it a lawsuit for lack of a better terminology right now.
It's a pre-deposition hearing motion.
Okay.
He's saying Drake is saying, well, explain to him what's going on.
Okay.
He's saying, I think
Drake is suing or requesting that Universal Music Group open the books up because he's
He's
accusing
thinking there's
he-
some misgivings.
he's accusing them of fraudulently pushing the "Not Like Us" song, paying for spins to diminish his reputation so they can gain a footing in contract negotiations. And he's saying they did this by paying radio stations and the streaming platform partners to push this song. He's even went so far as to say that when people were trying to search Drake in the bar for Drake songs, that they weren't getting Drake songs at that point. They were only getting Kendrick Lamar as a response, as a reference. So he said, I don't like that shit. Fuck that shit. I'm suing. So he's suing them, and he's suing another company that I think they're affiliated with or whatever. But he's suing under those guidelines, and it is it's a thing. I feel two ways about it. I think it's a whole move on behalf of Drake. I think it's definitely some bitch shit. You only doing this because you're mad that song is doing what it's doing, and you absolutely don't want to be played in the Super Bowl, 100%. Because you do not want 50,000 people going, and it's probably A minor, and they will do it. They will do it. I promise you, 50,000 people at the one time will say A minor, and it's gonna be a moment. And I get it. It's hard to come back from that shit. You don't want to have that stamp on your name the whole rest of your career. But it's gotta be a better way to go about doing this shit, Drake. Now, that whole shit to the side. The lawsuit and what it's alleging, I think needs to definitely be uncovered. I think that there is definitely uh let me say this the correct way. There is definitely rationale to investigate the dealings between record labels and streaming providers. That relationship needs to be investigated. People need to open the books up and make sure that ain't no funny business going on, because he's alleging that there's some funny business going on. They get together and they collude on what's a song, what's a dollar type of shit. So let's figure that shit out. I'm 100% for that, because I think that the money generated from this work should go to the artist, and the lion's share should go to the artist. I don't know why the lion's share goes to everybody else but the people who actually do the shit. But if this lawsuit could bring us closer to that point where motherfuckers can start getting a fair cut out this situation, then I'm wholeheartedly with that. But I think he could have went about it in a much more or less feminine way. Um, Open it up to all the songs, fam. Why would you specifically just say that song? You know specifically, if you want to take it there, you don't have to specifically say a song. You could say a specific label, a specific company is doing these things for myriad artists. You know what I'm saying? But to just pinpoint it and single out Kendrick, fam, we know what that is about. We know what that's about. Stop playing.
I think it's just a crime of convenience. Like it's some whole shit. It's only some whole shit in my eyes, not because of what you postulating that he's only doing it to get the song canceled. I only think it's some whole shit because we all assume that he has benefited from this process. That's what makes me think it's some whole shit, is that he benefited, and now when it's convenient, he wants to bring the system down. So I think it's a crime of convenience that Kendrick is the one that this falls on. I don't think it's necessarily a target for they not like us. I think it's just coincidental that the third time that Drake's contract is up, they send a big artist to lessen his value. So his negotiation is stiffened. The time before this, it was Meek Mill. The time before that, it was Pusha T. Like every time the nigga kind of contract come up, he somehow enters into these world-ending battles. Like not just regular battles. He enters into somehow he gets into world-ending battles every single time his contract is up in negotiation. His last contract, he got 500 million. So they surmise he's gonna get anywhere from 6 to 8 this time. And
Who was the last contract?
when he got the right before that Vegas residency. I don't know exactly when it was. You'd have to look it up. But right before that Vegas residency.
I know he had a Vegas residency.
Yes, he has a 10-year Vegas residency. And that might be done with now. But yeah.
Oh, shit.
So every single time that motherfucker got something like this coming up, somehow he enters into a world ending. And so now at this one, I guess the nigga like enough is enough. Shit. Now I'm finna do some whole shit. Since it's me against the world, and I see nobody likes me, and the only reason I ain't pulled this trigger before is because I was trying to save the little bit of thought people had, the little bit of positive thought people had about me. Since I know it's no longer there, fuck it. I'm pulling all the whole moves. Now I'm finna bring the whole system down. Because you made these inflammatory ass statements about me. You called me a pedophile and all type of shit. Of course, I don't want that to live in perpetuity. So that's just a crime of convenience. But my real goal is to get y'all to stop throwing these motherfucking mulligans when my contract is up for negotiation.
Hey, I think if he wants to have people not come at him at his neck during potential contract negotiations, he should probably stop fucking with people around the time he's negotiating his contracts. He was the Pusha beef. It came from the Kanye shit. It
This
came
nigga
from
literally fucks with people every day, all day.
Hey, look, all I know is he fucked with the wrong one around that time. Because around that time, he was fucking with Kanye. And then around that time, Kanye said, I'm gonna take about 7, 8 good music artists out to Wyoming. We gonna stay out there for about a month, and then we gonna come out with an album every fucking week or some shit like that. And they did. And one of those albums that came out of that Wyoming shit was Daytona when Pusha T eviscerated Drake. It didn't end his career because Pusha T is not commercially successful enough of an artist to have that ability to make that impact on that person. But those songs it was guttural. They was I want to say visceral, but I said that a lot of times, and I don't want to say that word again, even though they were visceral. They cut. They were very, very, very damaging to his credibility, his image in a lot of people's eyes. But it's recoverable. He spun that shit off and made a marketing campaign and made money off of that shit with his son, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't they get that shit off after the fact?
I think
He made bread off of his son.
I think he fucked up some bread off his son. They were gonna release an Adidas campaign, and Pusha T spoiled it, so they never released the campaign. I think he fucked up some money.
I thought he just I thought he said it, but I thought it still went through. I don't know. If he fucked up the money, he fucked up the money. I mean, hey, look, I guess he had a bigger reach than I thought. But again, this shit happens at Drake's hand, and to blame the record label for trying to do some shit for these motherfuckers coming at his head, I think is just escaping accountability. You gotta get these motherfucking lashes that you volunteer for, Drake. You can't keep doing the same shit you doing, operating the same way you operating with these people, and think that ain't nobody gonna have no angst with you.
But the
Nobody
thing
gonna get
is,
at your ass. They do.
the thing is, he's not complaining about the angst. He's complaining about the fact that y'all told this nigga I had a son, my record label.
No, but Pusha said
Y'all are giving these people, my record label is giving these people the ammo to take me down. That's the problem.
Fam, Pusha said
I can handle these niggas if y'all not giving these niggas bullets.
Pusha said out of his own mouth. He
That I
said,
got it
hey,
from
look, I ain't
40.
getting that from. They thought he got it from Kanye. He didn't get it from
He got
Kanye.
it from a disgruntled bitch that told it to 40, and they saying that's a lie. They saying that's a lie.
Told it to. Hey,
They
look,
saying that's a lie.
I would say it's a lie too if I was the one guilty of spilling the beans about some shit. Yeah, I'll be like, no, that motherfucker lied. It wasn't her. Like, okay, but he said it was her. So I mean, if it wasn't,
Drake thinks it's Kanye.
I know. And Pusha told you it wasn't Kanye. It was your man, bitch, that he was fucking.
Right.
And you
Right.
know the chick. And the thing is, I don't know who she is, but all of these parties involved, they know exactly who this girl is. They know, you know, when your man has got his nose wide open about some
But
broad.
nobody.
You know when he doing. You know when he doing stupid shit. They know that he was probably. And the reason why it hit so hard is because
Everybody's
they probably told that nigga 40 stop bringing this bitch around while you over here tricking off on her. You miss the studio sessions and shit. Like, if you don't get your head out your, they probably gave him all of this.
Everybody said this bitch does not exist. And in this current climate, this bitch would have popped out. I'm the motherfucker that told 40, no.
Hey.
They saying that is complete fabrication. They say he got the shit from the nigga's label.
Hey, look, they would say it. He said otherwise.
And they would, nigga. He had very, very intimate knowledge. He knew about the Adidas contract. He said Kanye didn't even know about that.
Again,
that was out of Push's mouth.
Right. Because he said he ain't get it from Kanye. You don't think that you don't think that Drake telling this man what he got going on, what he doing? They in the motherfucking studio every day, locking in, doing shit. And then this nigga talking about, yeah, we finna do it big. You know, Drake, he finna get his son on. He finna do all kinds of extra shit. I ain't saying that the man was trying to be ill-willed with his talk of what was going on. I think he was just trying to
T
what he had happening.
But that's what Pusha T was saying. I definitely
see that happening.
But that's what Pusha T was saying, though.
Yeah, it is. Who knows what?
But here's the thing. I don't want to cherry pick information. I don't want to say Pusha T was doing half. I don't want to pick half of Pusha T's information. Either I'm going to believe Pusha T or I ain't.
So what you mean?
I can't cherry pick his information if he's right or he wasn't.
Was I cherry picking his information? I don't know what you're saying. Or why? I don't know what the purpose of saying that was. I don't get it.
What I'm saying is, if Pusha T saying that 40 was disgruntled and the whole rest of the world say he wasn't, everybody is saying that this woman doesn't exist.
Pusha didn't say that 40 was disgruntled when he said this shit.
Literally what he said.
He did? I didn't hear that part. My bad.
On Joe Budden's podcast.
It was
the only time we heard about where he got this from, he said 40 was disgruntled. The only time we heard where Pusha got this from, he said the nigga 40 was disgruntled and pillow talking.
Okay, I didn't hear that part, but all right, cool. Hey, look, I thought pillow talking, but hey, look, so 40 was disgruntled. Hey, look, I don't know these motherfuckers personally.
That nigga just trying to get it off Kanye and trying to get it off the label. Everybody says it came from his label. They the only motherfuckers knew about the Adidas deal. They the only motherfuckers knew about the intimate details that Pusha came out with. And so, like I said, this shit is happening. It's just a crime of convenience that he's taking it out on Kendrick. But the thing is, my label is finna stop helping you peons. Like, my label is finna stop helping you niggas. That's what he's saying.
And I'm gonna ask this question like I don't know the answer. You think the label helped not like us gain this popularity?
Yes.
Through like a payola situation?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I said that far before now. Like I said, when the shit first came out on this podcast, I said, I'm not hearing this song. I don't know why they talking about this song is breaking records. The very first day they said the song broke some weird ass record. And I think our podcast was like the next day or 2 days later. I'm like, I haven't heard this song. I haven't heard anybody play the song. I said that on this podcast. And I don't know how this song is breaking records. I'm not hearing this fucking song nowhere.
But all I did was see it all up and down my timeline. And personally, I played that motherfucker 58 times.
I saw people talking about it all up and down my timeline. Yes.
How could they talk about a song they weren't playing or didn't hear?
Fam, a lot of people talk about a lot of shit that they don't look, learn, or hear just to feel involved.
Okay.
A lot of people.
And so you think that this was one of those times? Okay. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying,
all I'm saying is in my personal time, me being outside, and then 1 or 2 days, I didn't hear that song not once, and it had broke 20 records in one day. I hadn't heard that song not one time. Not one time. Independently, of course, I played it as well. It was buzzing of the 1,500 people on my timeline, not the millions that the world said though. And my timeline isn't indicative of anything general. My timeline is very curtailed to what I want to see. My timeline ain't indicative of nothing general. I don't see no medical shit on there. Like I don't see no butterfly shit on there. I see ass. And those ass people we're talking about not like us. But also, those ass people aren't the brightest. And they aren't the biggest group of people. So yes, those group of people, the idiots, may have resounded fucking not like us and may have been in an echo chamber. But me out in the streets, me personally, I didn't hear it at all. In those 2 days, I'm only talking those first 2 days that everybody was, I didn't hear it a single place other than people clamoring on my timeline. And it wasn't the totality of them. I'm just saying the 1,500 people on my timeline. It wasn't the totality of them. It's probably the 10 that I see. See, because it's only 10, 15 that come across my timeline. So that could give you a false sense of a lot of shit. People inundate themselves with their very small bubble and think it's indicative of something larger.
Yeah, but when the evidence bores out the result, if I'm being presented with evidence every step of the way, I like the song personally. I played it a shit ton of times. My kids, well, one of them loves the motherfucker. The other one said he got tired of the shit. But look, they liked it originally though. And then I go on my timeline and I see it up and down that motherfucker. So all of my experience, firsthand knowledge of this is that it's popular and it is good. So now, fast forward to when they start reporting numbers about this shit, it seems extremely believable for me that it did everything they said it did, giving my personal experience with it.
Have you ever heard of the allegory of the cave?
No. What's the allegory of the cave?
A nigga chained in a cave and he sees shadows of shit happening outside of the cave. But based on his limited experience, he thinks the whole world is happening out there, and it isn't. It's based on his small view, his very limited.
Yes, but what I'm saying to you is that my limited viewpoint was substantiated by the overwhelming success of the actual song. The reported factual numbers of the song support the subjective ratings and feelings that my small sample size has had. So I wouldn't, if everybody I knew said that song was trash and I thought it was trash, and then all of a sudden I see these numbers and everybody, all the other motherfuckers loving it, I would be suspicious, definitely. But since all of my evidence is to the support of those claims that they put out, I don't really have a lot of reason to question it. I just don't, nor desire to question it. Like, I take it as face value. It is what it is. I fucks with it. Hey, regardless though, I think we could both agree that the music business is doing some fraudulent shit, and the need to have an accounting of said activity. We agree on that, right? We there with it. I'm you have put this thing in the chat. I'm trying to pull it up real quick. I don't think I gotta pull up the actual. There's no video. I think it's just a screenshot. I could just read it real quick. So there was a thread posted. Person says, my man's girl bought him a PS5 and he sold it same day. Now he's ungrateful and all types of bleep, bleep, bleeps. He used the money to buy a ring. I'm going to assume it was for the same person that bought him the PS5. and that's the reason that this man is posting what he's posting now. I got thoughts, but you posted it, so I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I have thoughts of it too. It's a sticky situation. It is my opinion about gifting. I wouldn't want to be gifted in such a manner, but but the it's a sticky situation. Like a motherfucker didn't necessarily jump to conclusions. A motherfucker held purposefully had a surreptitious gift for them. So they were well within their right to feel like initially that the person was dastardly for selling the PS3 or 5 or whatever. My point of contention comes down to, would you value something that you bought them that they sold to buy you something? Because there's all types of ways of gaining currency. Like, I think the effort of getting the ring yourself is what puts the value there, in my opinion.
This scenario reminds me of another scenario. You know, I tie everything back to TV. On a different world, Dwayne and Whitley, during their relationship, they had ups and downs or whatever. But while they were dating, at one point, Whitley had succumbed to financial troubles, money problems, and she was at a point where she had she didn't have her tuition money. She was gonna be kicked out of school, something like that. Yeah, I think it was her tuition. She didn't have her tuition. She went in with Ron on a harebrained ass business idea. Spent what little money she did have for her tuition on that and lost it all. So to get her tuition money, Dwayne decided to sell his computer, his beloved Poindexter. I don't know who named computers, but back then he was naming that motherfucker. So hey, look, named his computer Poindexter. Went and sold that motherfucker, right? Because he didn't want Whitley to hawk her family's jewelry, because that's what she was in the midst of doing and said she was going to do. So he told her to hold off on selling them out, your grandmother's bracelet and pearls and all the other shit. Just wait till I get back. So he went, pawned his computer, gave Whitley the money. Whitley was told by a third, I think Jaleesa told her, that Dwayne actually sold his computer so he can bail her out of yet another predicament that she was in. She felt, great that he did that, made that sacrifice for her. And after he did that, when she found out, she went and she did, in fact, pawn that jewelry and got his computer back, and then went and took a job. He, upon getting his computer back, was happy about it. He was not resentful, like, how dare you make a mockery of my sacrifice, or flaunt or take for granted my sacrifice, or just throw it back in my face like that or whatever. That wasn't the stance he took. I'm happy I got my computer back, and thank you for making that sacrifice for me. It was an equal exchange of sacrifice for individuals. And if the two people in this relationship, if they have an issue right now with that back and forth, once she finds out that the man sold that PS5 for that ring for her, I think that her sentiment would probably change. And if it didn't, then you have a whole nother set of issues there. But to honor a sacrifice with another sacrifice, I don't think diminishes from your appreciation of the sacrifice. It just makes you want to go equally above and beyond and extend of yourself the way that your partner extended for you. And I think you're supposed to view that as a beautiful thing, as opposed to a source of animosity.
Yeah. But do you see how those two situations are almost diametrically opposed?
How so?
In one scenario, there are both items are independent. In the other scenario, the items are 1-to-1 correlated. One
Okay.
won't exist without the other.
Okay. Hey, look. I'm
Two,
boiling the
first,
item down to sacrificial
but you
gestures.
can't boil down. That's what I'm saying. One of them is a sacrifice in name only.
What? How was the sacrifice in name only? How so? And which one?
I can't. I mean, I guess this boils down to opinion again. One is your fucking computer that you've amassed and built, and another one is a gift someone gave you that you didn't even know you was finna have. Those are two different things.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. So
It ain't no
man.
Damn, yo,
Yeah. It's let's just keep it on the PS5 in the ring. So just the PS5 in the ring. Just stay
right.
there.
Yeah.
I think that the gesture is a sacrifice is gesture of love, is a measure of sacrifice, maybe that she worked spent her hard-earned money on purchasing this rather expensive gift for you, and you in turn seeing that gift and the sacrifice she made said, you know what, I'm just that short on the ring. You know what, she got to have that ring now. I got to buy that ring immediately. I love the PS5. I've been wanting one for so long, but they're gonna be made forever, and I want you as my wife now. I'm buying the ring. I think that's another sacrifice. So I'm just saying, sacrifice for sacrifice, gesture for gesture. I think if you're looking at two mature individuals that take a step back and recognize the love the other one has for them, you won't find an issue with this at all. Either party. I think they'll get over it.
I think they're both gestures. I think one of them is empty.
Which one is empty?
The one that the motherfucker didn't have to go do anything.
What? Which one?
The one that just sold a gift that he was given.
But he wanted the gift. He didn't do anything. He did do the thing. He could have just kept the gift and not bought her the ring. How was it empty? How's it a gesture of nothing?
I just explained to you because he didn't have to do anything.
He didn't have to. That's what makes it a thing. Okay. I didn't have to sell the PlayStation to buy you the ring, but I did. That's the act.
Right.
It's the gesture.
That sounds akin to yeah. Thank you for not punching me.
What?
I could have punched you in your shit.
No, I don't know. That does not.
You're threatening me with an empty gesture. I could have kept your shit, is what you're saying, and got you nothing. That's what you're saying. I could have kept your shit and got you nothing. That's literally what you're saying.
Yes, he could have kept it and got her nothing, but
That's not a response to me getting.
Why is it an empty gesture? He wanted the thing. And he sacrificed that for her. He had the thing.
I'm not going to explain to you
why that he gets her the ring.
I'm not going to explain to you why I could have kept this motherfucker and got you nothing. I can't explain to I don't know how to even begin to explain to you the problem in that if you don't hear it inherently. And I just see I'll be talking.
Fine. Hey, look, and that's fine. That's cool. We keep going there. I mean, it's straight. It ain't that deep. It's a motherfucking PS5. It's a damn Instagram post. I don't care that much about it.
Yeah, but no, I like me personally. I feel like that's an empty gesture. A motherfucker could scrimp his save, stop smoking weed, I don't know, walk to work. I don't know, whatever to get the same $500 that PS5 do of your own merit, not turning in a gift. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is a sacrifice of sorts, but very, very, very loosely, in my opinion. It's sacrificial in name only, not really ethic, not really principle, not really. You would have to be a stone cold game fanatic for that to be blood from a stone, in my opinion. Like you have to be one of them of I'm crying ass white glasses wearing gamer motherfuckers for that, for me to herald that as any type of sacrifice. You would literally have to faint if a motherfucker cut your PS5 off. You have to be one of them type of gamers for me to value that as a sacrifice. Something that I just bought you.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
yeah, again, that's only my opinion.
that's what we are. That's what we offering here. Opinions like a motherfucker. Okay, so switching up topics a little bit. Bernie was on the House floor, Senate floor again,
Speaking
trying
of
to
empty gestures,
trying to do some shit. Speaking of empty gestures. Speaking of empty gestures, you ain't lying about that shit. So he got up on the floor and he started talking, and he said some shit that I sent to the chat. I said, "Chat, check it out at 4 minutes." For some reason, I can't remember what 4 minutes. What he was saying at 4 minutes, but I'm gonna take it to about 3:45 and hit play. We're gonna talk about it on the other side.
Solutions are simple, straight.
Oh, let me set it up. In this video, he's going to be talking about a proposed ban of selling weapons to Israel, and his rationale
specific
for
weapons, specific, very
but-
specific weapons.
very specific. But his rationale for said ban on those weapons or that embargo or whatever is because of the devastating effects they have had on the Palestinian people. And in his presentation, he's showing pictures, he's showing videos and pictures of all types of devastation and destruction and people being people's bodies, lifeless bodies being strewn about, victims of bombings and stuff like that. So this can be triggering for you if you were to see it right now. And we're gonna play it. We're gonna play what he played. So if you are triggered by stuff like that, you may want to take a couple seconds off also. But that's what this is in reference of right now. So here we go.
Straightforward and not complicated. Bottom line, the United States government must obey the law. Not a very radical idea. But unfortunately, that is not the case now. And every member of the Senate who believes in the rule of law, that our government should obey the law, should vote for these resolutions. The Foreign Assistance Act and the Arms Export Control Act are very clear. The United States cannot provide weapons to countries that violate internationally recognized human rights or block U.S. humanitarian aid. Let me repeat that because that is the essence of this entire debate, not complicated. The United States government cannot provide weapons to countries that violate internationally recognized human rights or block U.S. humanitarian aid. That is not my opinion. That is what the law says. Madam President, according to the United Nations, according to much of the international community, according to virtually every humanitarian organization on the ground in Gaza, Israel is clearly in violation of these laws. Under these circumstances, it is illegal for the United States government to provide Israel with more offensive weapons. These joint resolutions of disapproval are Congress's tool to enforce the law, and that is exactly what we must do.
Okay, we didn't get to the part where you showed the videos, and we don't have to. That was enough right there. I think Bernie went and presented a very good case. I think he supported his stance admirably, factually referenced the statute in which we were ignoring. And at the end of that, all of that talking that he did and the other guy did, they voted that shit down summarily. Over with. They said, yeah, nah, yeah, we not going right away. Whenever we can sell them some more, we can't wait to do it. He's not wrong though. He is not wrong. It'd been nice if Bernie had this type of fervor in him 8 years ago when they stole the election from him the first time. That would have been nice, not to just roll over and say vote for Hillary because you can't vote for me no more. It would have been nice, but now I don't know if he's trying to put the toothpaste back in the tube because he's doing shit like this. He's being boisterous now and excoriating the Democratic Party about their actions, how they run candidates and the mistakes that they had with their campaigning and marketing towards the people. He's speaking these things now. Would have been nice if he would have spoke them before. But you gonna be mad at the clock for telling you the right time? I don't see the point in that. I don't see the point of arguing with correctness. He's correct. So to say that because he was weak or feckless at a point that you don't want to support his ideas now, you can't pick and choose when to do the right thing, or when to support the right thing. The right thing is the right thing, and the right time is always the time in which you exist to do that shit. It's now, motherfucker. It's immediate. You can't put off doing the right thing. That is not how doing the right thing works. You can't kick that can down the road. You're either doing the correct thing now or you miss your opportunity to do the correct thing. And now all kinds of evil and dastardly things happen. You can't unring that bell. You can't make those things not a thing anymore. You can't undrop those bombs that you dropped on Gaza. You can't. And before we do any more, let's not do any more. It sounded simple as hell, but it make all the sense in the world to fucking me. I don't know. You got any thoughts on it?
My thoughts is motherfuckers putting unnecessary adjectives and shit, and that complicates bills. So he had a purpose for making it offensive weapons. I don't know what his purpose was, but I know once you add an adjective to some shit, I know that severely complicates.
Well, because with the offensive and non-offensive weapons, there is a difference in the designation between them. There are defensive weapons that they have, like the Iron Dome, all that protection that provides. I think he's saying go ahead and facilitate that, keep that shit going, because those just shoot down missiles and they are they're in the vein of protection. Then they have these other bombs, other weapons that are meant to destroy people and buildings and structures and shit. So stop sending those.
Right, but you know, like I know that there's always a point at which those two things meet, and once those two things meet, it muddies both of waters in the realm of politics. If there's not a clear-cut separation and shit like that, where motherfuckers say these are all offensive weapons and these are all defensive weapons, then somebody on that floor is going to have a point of contention.
I mean, there's always some wiggle room involved with it, and I don't know the specificities of it. If they mention the exact weapons, I think they might have. They might have been just saying offensive now, but I think if you read the whole thing, he said the exact weapons that they didn't want to send over there anymore, like the big cluster bombs and those.
So it wasn't just a blanket offensive. There was some specificity.
Yeah, I believe there was specificity of the actual weapons involved with it. In the actual proposal, it's just. Look, the right thing to do is the right thing to do. And
I mean, if they added specificity to it and not just that blanket clause of offensive, and they were just doing that for the headline's sake, okay, I can somewhat get on board with that. But if they use ambiguous language like I have known them to do, and if you see where some of the school funding comes from, you be like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, they be bullshitting with the shit. They definitely do. They put the
A lot of school funding be coming from defense packages. You be like, huh? Or somebody just slid a
a couple dollars into the schools.
to the schools.
Now I can vote for it in good conscience.
Now I could vote for it in good conscience. So you be like, why the fuck is this school thing on this shit to send aid to Israel? Like, oh well, because Karen wanted to. If she was going to vote for it, she wanted 33,000 to go to Baltimore schools, like shit like that. And the ambiguity muddies the water. But like I said, if you put some specificity to it, then I have a lot less pushback with it.
Yep. And I forget the other guy's name that he was proposing this bill with. But last thing I'm gonna say about this is this. It got to be somebody other than the octogenarians coming out the woodworks trying to do some shit. I need some 40, I need some 30, I need some 20-year-old Democratic Democratic members on a national stage to up their game and do this shit.
I need some 40-year-old motherfuckers to do some heavy lifting. I need the motherfucker who been here 80 years to do the thinking.
Hey, look. But they don't. Fuck that. I need the motherfuckers that are the future of the party to be the future of the party. I need you motherfuckers to step up and do the shit that y'all to do your job, to give new ideas, to be innovative, to actually work on behalf of the people and do that in a boisterous way. This should have been if Cory Booker is really trying to get this push to be 2028's maybe baby. Then you need to start doing shit now in 2024. And I mean in the next month and a half that we got left in this bitch. Or not even a month and a half now, it's a month and a couple fucking days. Now was the time. Because we just seen a motherfucker get elected president that shouldn't have been president, but because he campaigned for fucking 8 years straight, he's gonna be fucking president. It helps out. It helps. He positioned himself as a champion of the people that liked him. He gave them a person to cheer for. You motherfuckers on the other side are not doing that. The Hakeem Jeffries in the world and shit, like, you're not doing that. You're getting put in these positions of leadership and then you diss a fucking peer. You shrink. You get the fuck on with the get along. That's what I see. If you're going to be something, you got to do something. In my opinion.
Yeah, I think I think everything is all for naught. I hate to be the pessimist of the group, but I think it's purposeful and they've already figured out. While we trying to figure out how to dismantle this particular system, they're already moved on to the next one. They know how to mantle this particular system. They have mapped it out. They will walk us to that very line and then introduce the new system to us. And I like to boast of that by saying we've seen that every single time. Like, let's just take fasts, for instance. A lot of fasts start in the African American community, but right as we start to reap the benefits of that fad, the fad changes. Like, we'll be the number one pencil, but once people start getting paid for that, once people start actually monetizing the fad changes. Yeah, number two pencil instantly. And so, yeah, that's a lot of the shit. I'm hate to be that pessimistic in my views, but I think it's less a conspiracy at this point. I think everything we've seen, they blamed us for Napster, LimeWire, BearShare, Zshare. I think that was all a hoax to force feed us Netflix, Prime, because they saw where cable was heading. They saw where we were going. We saw we were exploring. They saw YouTube coming up. They saw more people were going outside. Like, oh, all right, we got you. Ain't nobody watching TV no more. I got you. We're going to make y'all think y'all stealing TV. So now more people get into stealing TV. So now y'all back into the entertainment circle. But then we're going to feed it to you in clusters like y'all have just now made it. BearShare, ZShare, LimeWire, Netflix, Prime, Hulu. See?
I mean,
Everybody got their own place to go.
That's how forward thinking works, though, and that's what we need to fucking be on in our situation. We're not forward thinkers. We're not innovators in our fields. We don't think about how to be a better version of what we are now. We never do that.
You know what? You know how I think it's happening again, right now. You see all them freaky links that be coming across Facebook and shit with the happy faces over them and shit.
Oh yeah. I see those.
And everybody clicking on the shit. Have you ever clicked on one?
I have clicked on one. Yes.
Do you see where it goes?
It go to a video of that shit that they was talking about.
I'm talking about the site that's hosting that video.
Have
you ever thought about that?
I've never looked at the site. No. What's the site?
See, that's the thing. Try to click the site that it's on. That's a WordPress blog spot.
Okay.
How is the entire world on this one WordPress blog spot? And why? Who started it? What is their purpose? Is their purpose
WordPress been around for a very long time, and motherfuckers
for a very long time.
I'm gonna tell you, people were making their web pages off of WordPress.
And they become big things. That's my point.
I don't think everything on work. I don't see the conspiracy the way you see it.
Everything ain't a conspiracy. I'm not saying that just because you're on WordPress, you're gonna become something. But what I'm saying is this ain't no regular nigga on a WordPress blog spot. That's what I'm saying. Them videos, them shits is a concerted effort by a company of sorts. So if it's a company of sorts, why didn't they just do their own website? Why are they on a WordPress blog spot? Why are they not getting traffic directly monetized from them? What is the middle ground? There is a middle ground. That's a company doing that. That's not some dude with a WordPress like WordPress is instituted for. That's not just me or you popping up, putting our thoughts up, pushing them out to the masses. That is a team of people making a concerted effort to put those links out to popularize that particular ambiguous link. It just say Videy, Videy, and it's a WordPress blog spot. Now, are they gonna make a Videy website? Who knows? Are they going to try to be the new porn hub and just have a built-in audience already with all this free shit from the WordPress? Who knows? But what I'm saying is it's not just what WordPress is instituted for. Jacques or ... to get his manic shit off to a motherfucker. That is a team of people. And a team of people could have done their own website is all I'm saying. So why, what, and who? I don't know. So the conspiracy could just be lack of finances. It doesn't necessarily have to be all encompassing. They're trying to take over the world, but it is worth mentioning, in my opinion, of how shit works.
I get it. Speaking of mentioning,
like you see the fucking Globetrotters at the gym. Like, come on, bro. Y'all not just up here getting the pick up. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Speaking of mentioning shit, I was on Instagram and I saw this particular video. I ain't shared it to you yet, but I want you to see it. I want to get your opinions on it. I have a very specific opinion about this, but I'm gonna play it. Let me tell you. You let me know what you think on the other side.
I know who he is. This is my little brother, the notorious Skinny Me. That boy about 130 pounds of horror. I know this for a fact, man. That's what I like about Skinny Me music, man. It's just raw. It's like reality rap. I feel Skinny Me will go through a situation, and guess what? It's gonna be in the song. He's gonna make a song about it the same day. So I know that's why I feel it so much. I know it. When he said I killed the nigga and I did that, I seen him do it. When he said somebody tried to drop on me, not wrestling out for the man. And I seen him do it. I know he did it for a fact. And then Skinny Me got his own slang. That's what I like about it. He got his own slang. He got a crazy way of thinking. I don't agree with it, all the time. But listen, that shit worked for him. His mind is different than other people's minds. I believe he's gonna make millions of dollars off the Skinny Mick. Fucking money, original Black Hustle. Listen, y'all know who he is. This is
Thoughts?
I mean, it was ambiguous enough for him not to really be saying anything. I think he did a good job of skirting the line like he was attempting, but what he did was make himself a target in that moment. And all his other interviews, it just culminated into them. Like, no man is flawless. So I don't think that was a mistake, but I think that goaded the people who look for mistakes to find his.
I think that is the that is the
poking the bear, as they would say.
I don't think that's poking the bear. See, I think poking the bear is recording the song and doing that shit. I think that's poking the bear. I think what this video is and what that guy in the blue shirt, I don't know whose fucking name, I don't know what his name is, whatever.
AR-Ab.
That was AR-Ab?
That's AR-Ab.
Oh shit. Hey, look. Anyway, I think what he is doing is space age snitching. It's the new witness statement without it being a technical witness statement. This motherfucker done said on camera live that I know for a fact that he did this shit that he rap about. And the shit that he rap about is killing motherfuckers, legitimately killing motherfuckers. He's a horror. He do all kinds of wild. He'll go do some shit in the morning and then write a song about it in the afternoon and put it out in the evening. Go listen. He's telling you his crimes. And I'm telling you, he's telling you his crimes and where to go look for his admission of actual crimes. And they're factual. I'm telling you that his raps are legitimate. In this day and age, fam, why are you going around saying this motherfucker doing mafia type shit? With all the RICO terms being bantied about for non-mafia motherfuckers.
Because when he did that shit, he was the beginning of this shit. When he did that shit, it wasn't no RICO.
What you talking about?
That shit that you just played was the beginning of all of this rap RICO shit.
So you saying that shit's not new? That's just old?
That shit, AR-Ab been in jail for 11 years.
Hey, look, again, I didn't know it was AR-Ab.
Did all this shit, all that shit you just played with Skinny Me been dead for like 7 years. All this shit, that shit you just played was the beginning of all of this shit. AR-Ab and them, I'm pretty sure you heard of them in his Vlad interviews. That was the beginning of self-snitching. They saying that Vlad was the police and yada yada yada. AR-Ab told on himself, but AR-Ab is the boss of all that, so he wasn't trying to snitch on Skinny Me. He really thought, I'm being covert. He really thought he was being covert. And now Young Thug caught a RICO because of it.
Hey.
AR-Ab was the first one they was trying to use interviews and lyrics on.
Well, they used them on that. If they didn't, it would make sense that they would, because I would understand if that shit came up in court. But hey, look, it was old. You saying it's old? Cool. That motherfucker was still snitching, in my opinion. I don't care what the fuck he thought he was doing. And if it was at the beginning of it and he wasn't aware, he's stupid. I think you're stupid to commit a crime and then talk about the crime ever in life again.
Nigga, like I said, he was the beginning of all this shit. He was the motherfucker that people finally said, all right, he is really living his raps. Like, cause it was up in the air up until AR-Ab. Really. Like, then all the NWA, they got the rug pulled from over them. Like, our heroes have been slowly but surely, we bred this culture, because our heroes have been slowly but surely been they have slowly but surely been earmarked as poet laureates and not actual criminals. Like, the more we think of them as criminals, the longer, you know what I'm saying? Like, DMX was kind of our first real criminal rapper. And you know when DMX came out, 99. So we kind of think of criminal rappers in the 80s. But all of them have, in one way or another, been exposed that they weren't living their raps, quote unquote. And that bred the Lil Reese, the Chief Keef, and the King Von. Because we kept saying, prove it. And then niggas like DMX lightweight proved it by just being reputable in the streets. Like so many people heard of his exploits in the streets that his raps were solidified. And then you get the who would you say after that? Then you get the 50 Cents.
Yeah. Had the reputation of doing the shit that they actually talk about.
Right. You go from X. I mean, but it's not, plenty of motherfuckers had the reputation, but nobody could substantiate it really before DMX. Or I ain't gonna say could, nobody really wanted to be substantiated before DMX and 50 Cent. Like once DMX and 50 Cent hit, then you really had to show the bullet wounds. You really had to commit the crimes. And that bred the Chief Keefs, the Lil Reese's, the myriad of
them motherfucker, Skinny Me, they say he got life in prison in 2022.
I thought that nigga got killed.
I mean, he might be dead now. I don't know. But in 2022, they locked his ass up for life.
Yeah, ARAB got like 40 years.
Mm-hmm. I definitely didn't know that was ARAB though. That motherfucker.
But yeah, that life shit, they've been locked up a lot longer than 2 years. So he must have just got charged in 2022, but they've been locked up for a long ass time.
The thing I saw, he said he got sentenced to life and found guilty and sentenced to life in 2022.
Oh yeah, but them niggas been locked up for a long ass time. I thought Skinny Me got killed like 7 years ago. Skinny Me got something right after that interview, like something, and he wasn't out long. He wasn't a person of interest too long.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, that is self-snitching, self-incriminating, all that shit with the first motherfuckers. And what he was saying there at the time, that was seen as the message. You know what I'm saying? That was seen as, nah. Like you said, the reason Hit 'Em Up was so prophetic was because there was an air of believability to it.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, when he was saying what he was saying, he was telling you that we don't believe none of these rappers, believe this one. So there was still an air of unbelievability to it because he was initiating the belief or attempting to initiate the belief.
Hey, dumb shit. Don't make motherfuckers believe shit that you are when the shit that you are is illegal.
Touche.
Be opposite of that. Make them believe what you not.
Say the old MC Hammer, huh? But see, that's what motherfuckers used to do. You got MC Hammer. MC Hammer was supposed to be one of the most dangerous motherfuckers on earth, but you see the music he made was the exact opposite.
Pumps in the bump. Pumps in the what are you talking about?
Little Sean, Christopher Reed. Like we got real killer, diller, strange niggas, and they was all positive rappers. When none of them niggas rapping about street shit, the real hitters, Lil Sean, Hammer, Christopher Reed, Kid and Play. Well, not Play. I mean, not a kid, but Play
the
with real niggas. They all made happy music because they didn't want to be associated with what they was doing when they got off stage. Mm-hmm. See, because a lot of this shit niggas not realizing, a lot of the words started when they was still doing the shit that they was doing. Like niggas didn't just get famous. They was rapping that shit on the block. So of course they wasn't back then. Motherfucker wasn't go, hey, I just robbed the bodega.
Like, wait a minute.
Right. Niggas was in that motherfucker. Pump it up and then robbing the bodega.
Right. I'm gonna go DJ and then go, yeah.
Right, nigga was trying to get alibis, nigga. I was rapping, Yana. You see what I rap about, nigga?
Nothing
All
like
right,
that.
stop. Cooperate and listen. Ice is back with the brand new invention. Yeah, you see what I rap about, nigga?
None of that.
Pumps in a
Yeah.
bump.
Yeah, it's never not gonna make sense. It's never gonna make sense, in my opinion. These new rappers is a thing. Shit. What else was it? Ain't want nothing else all that pertinent on my mind.
News week.
I could think of what you have.
I said this was a really slow news week. It wasn't much of shit in that motherfucker.
Motherfuckers trying to get they greens recipes and get that cornbread together and shit. Niggas ain't got time to be fucking around with the fuck around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Black Friday. Black Friday is coming up day after tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We preparing for that holiday. Even though I Black Friday it already. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Walmart, hell of a Black Friday operation they got going on over there. And then it's a horrible ass fucking implementation of their operation. You get what you pay for. They had I got this motherfucking chair on sale. Yay. Check out the people. Great values, baby. And then I got a motherfucking TV. Yeah, baby. But I got Black Friday deals on both of these things because Walmart did their Black Friday deals starting, I think it was like Monday, if you was a Walmart Plus member. So I got Walmart Plus now because they discounted that shit off to like $50.
Walmart Plus.
Yep. Just for the discounts on the TV and the chair, paid for it already. And then I get Paramount Plus on top of that.
Yep.
I've been fucking with it. I've been trying to watch the motherfucking Mission Impossibles, and now I got them all. And I've been trying to watch the Transformers all in a row. Now I got them all. So I got the rest of my week binged up. I'm fully ready for the rest of my vacation here. I saw Cobra Kai last night, which was a bit of a letdown. I thought that shit was gonna be over with, and they said, "Yeah, part 3 coming soon." But wait a minute, they ended on a fucking cliffhanger. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got that out the way though. I'm gonna still watch part 3, and then now I just started Alex Cross, which is, hey, look, I'm only one episode in, and I know you said you don't watch it because a bunch of motherfuckers you don't respect the intellect of have suggested it to you, and I'm not
my timeline.
I'm not. I know. I'm just this a bunch of motherfuckers like you don't respect.
See, I ain't got the faith in my timeline that everybody does. I use my timeline as a fucking canary, like everybody else should.
So episode 1 of Alex Cross, I'm gonna tell you this.
His wife did it. I'm gonna tell you.
Look, I don't know, but it's a book. The story is already there. I can do the spoilers if I wanted to. I want to watch the story unfold. And his wife shot herself because he saw the bitch die. She was in on something that was nefarious, and that's the reason
You saw that bitch laying on the ground, is what you saw.
He said he saw her die.
You saw that bitch laying on the ground.
Facts. But again, the kids think she dead. He thinks she dead. They have a funeral, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I like the show. So far,
I like the cast. I watched the first episode. The cast is immaculate.
Cast is amazing. The first episode, it is what it is for the first episode. Now I wasn't mad at it. And again, what got me was the cast. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lie about it. I was definitely swayed by the representation on the screen.
My nigga, hey, I'm relinquishing my no homo ban right now. The fucking Old Spice nigga is pleasantly surprising as an actor.
That's the original Old Spice nigga?
Yeah.
I did not know. Damn.
Nigga. He did not disappoint, bro. That weird ass fro he got is weird as fuck, but I fucks with him.
It's a fro, it's a box. I don't know what the fuck it is. Got
I fucks with him. I fucks with his acting. Like that was pleasantly surprising. Like I fucks with them.
Yeah,
That is very cohesive cast. Whoever
yeah. Hey, look,
the casting director, whoever the
I don't know
casting
who they
director,
casted as his girlfriend in the motherfucker.
you say what?
I don't know who they casted as the girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
The chick with the 360 fade, whatever.
Yeah.
But she is bad.
Subjective.
It's subjective. She bad, fam. She looked good in the front. And then at the dinner party scene, she had came in and was like, hey, and then she walked off. It's a good ass casting.
That dinner party scene pissed me off. That was the only horrible writing.
I thought that was good writing. I've been in that room with these people when this conversation happening before.
You ain't been in that room where you don't know your girlfriend is opposed to you.
That. And only thing I liked it. And
you ain't been in the room where everybody in the room know your girlfriend is opposed to you except you.
No.
That was the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen. For him to be a PhD, fucking the smartest detective in the world, he didn't pick up that his bitch was highly opposed to the fucking police.
She was on some motherfucking defund the police movement.
But everybody in the room knew that.
Well, all her
they
friends
called her Mrs. D. They called her Mrs. Defund the police. So clearly she.
Hey, look. And I'm not exactly sure if he didn't know that or if he. I don't know. Anyway, he might have. I don't know. I'll have to watch that back again. I don't know if he knew or they just made it a point where we can disagree on this point, but we still gonna work this couple shit out. I don't know what angle they were trying to go with that shit. The issue that one thing I liked in the scene, I liked it because it was real. I like that motherfucker mouthing off with the trying to call that nigga a sellout. We were trying to call both of them sellouts and Uncle Toms and shit like that. I liked that energy and I liked that part of the scene. I liked his response to it with his, so you like hypotheticals. So hypothetically, if a motherfucker just whooped your ass at a dinner party, who would you be calling? And I like that they both got up and engaged in, some physicality or whatever. What I didn't like was his girlfriend at the end of the night blaming him for her family vase getting knocked on the floor and shit. Like it was just me. Like it wasn't your punk ass friend over there trying to tell me that he called me a sellout to my face, bitch, and you want to act like I'm not supposed to see this nigga? I mean, I got to calm down. He called me a fucking sellout. And look, I don't think it's bad writing. It's good writing when it evokes these emotions from me because I didn't like her in that moment. And I think that shit, when it pulls this shit out of me, I think that shit cold.
But I would agree if it happened like that, but they wrote it so that it was all his fault. The dude didn't want to fight at all. That nigga said, oh, you want to go to, oh, good, you want to go to, see, look, you want to go to fights. He didn't want to fight at all.
They met halfway, fam.
Dude literally said, he implied that he didn't want to fight.
No, he implied
I'm mocking him for wanting to fight.
He implied that the other guy was less intellectually advanced as he was because he said all you can resort to is the threats of violence and fisticuffs. I wonder what that'll do. And then they both got the fuck up and came and went towards each other for mutual combat. It wasn't one motherfucker picking on the other motherfucker.
It was. You need to watch that again. That nigga didn't want to fight. He was mocking him for wanting to fight.
Dude, you can't not want to fight and mock me.
Yes, you can. If you think that the mockery is going to embarrass you out of the fight.
Hey, look,
if you think
that's a bad plan of action. I'm sorry. That's not.
If you think that PhD is going to take over that Negro, he was trying to appeal to his greater good through mockery.
Bad.
It's called negging.
Yeah. Hey, look. Bad move to troll in person.
And then I kind of was like on my phone towards the end, but another part I didn't like was her friend should have heard whatever got whispered to her.
I ain't see that. I ain't get there yet.
They instituted that something got whispered to her by a stranger, but she walked away with the other nigga's wife, so they both should have been standing there.
Again, I'm almost done with the episode.
Oh,
so if it's at the end, I ain't see it yet. I'm after the dinner party, and I think he's boxing now. or some shit. Yeah, I think he's no. They went to the. I'm gonna spoil it for everybody that ain't watched this shit. They went to what is not spoiler. They went to the rally, the memorial or whatever. They were there. That was the last scene I saw. So I gotta check. I gotta check it out. But this is a show that you definitely, if you not watching, you gonna miss some shit. Cause I got up to go do something, but I paused it, and when I came back and unpaused it, I was like, I'd have never seen that shit if I'd have never known that happened if I hadn't been sitting here watching it. They showed somebody's tattoo, and I know they showed it for a reason, but I don't know the reason just yet. I think I think it kind of revealed something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but they showed the tattoo and they showed it again. I'll connect it, but it was a reason they showed it, and I'm glad I got to see that part. And there's other little pockets of shit. I was like, oh shit, I noticed that look. I noticed that motherfucker taking her picture. Oh shit, there was a car there, like that type of shit. It's a show that's gonna keep me for 8 episodes. I'm gonna keep it a bean. So I'm gonna watch that joint for 8 episodes, and I'm gonna have a good grand old time seeing what the fuck going on. But above and beyond that, I like well implemented representation of us. It's a thing. I hate it when it's done badly. I don't necessarily need us all to be shown in a pristine light, but make the story good. Make the actors good. Give them some good dialogue to work with. And they did all of that. I think they did all of that. They gave us a character in Alex Cross. I think that we could stand behind on some that motherfucker the man type shit. Yeah, Shaft type thing. I'm gonna see. I'm looking forward to episodes, the rest of episode 1 and 2 through 8. And we're gonna get this cracking with Alex Cross. So I'm ready for that for the rest of my vacation. Aside from the Alex Crosses of the cinema viewing, I'm definitely gonna watch all the damn Mission Impossibles. Well, not all of them. I started 5 last night. I watched 5. I'm gonna finish 6, and I'm gonna watch Dead Reckoning or whatever the last one is. The last one is. I'm gonna watch that one. So shout out to them, and I'm gonna get to watch all the Transformers all in a row.
Yes, ma'am. But yeah,
that shit done by the time I come back in this room.
Hey, that's why I put that shit in there. Hey, you see that shit that I put in there about the nigga was trying to feed himself and the bitch came in there?
Oh, like, yeah. I ain't watched the video yet. I want to watch it I want to react to it. I ain't watched it yet, but I saw it. I was like, that's some other shit.
But yeah, that motherfucker Cross, like I said, I might indulge in it because again, after that, I said that shit, and I said that shit to a couple of people that too many idiots have mentioned it. A couple of people I respect said, no, check it out. So I did watch the first episode, and like I said, the motherfucking cast is mesmerizing. I haven't seen a cast that cohesive in a long time. Like where I'm not even tweaking on the acting. Like it nobody other than the Old Spice nigga acting stood out to me. But the cast is so well put together. It's like you don't even, it doesn't even register as acting. Like the pompous nigga, he kind of brought me out of it because he kind of was. I don't think anybody in that room would have hung out with him.
The white boy,
like how good the cast is.
The blonde white boy.
No, the nigga that we were just talking about Hardison was fighting and arguing with the pompous.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
I don't. That's how cohesive that cast is. I don't see him in that cast. I don't see him in that group of friends. I think they would have weeded him out early in college.
Yeah, like, he'd been done. That motherfucker. Nah.
I think everybody in that room would have known not to invite him to that dinner. You know what I'm saying? His was the one acting that bothered me per se. But everybody else, like I said, they just seem like a group of friends, a group of people that I actually know. Like a group of, they seem like us.
Talking about shit, doing shit. Again, I fuck with it. Rock out. I'm glad.
Oh shit.
We'll talk about
Penguin. It. Have you been watching that?
Who?
Penguin.
I haven't seen that yet.
Now that I want to talk about. Do you? What is this? All right, so Batman, The Dark Knight, that was the first one to try to introduce a bit of realism to comics, but they still kept the comic ethic to an extent. Like the Batman. Have you seen this last Batman?
I haven't seen the emo
This new
Batman.
Snyder
No.
verse of this new cinematic verse of this Batman basically turned it into the Godfather. And here's where I'm at odds. It's fucking awesome. But it ain't Batman.
It's Penguin.
It ain't the Penguin, nigga. It's fucking Goodfellas.
It's Oswald Cobblepot. He's a gangster.
Exactly. It's Goodfellas.
Yeah, but do you want to see the campy, comical?
Fam, I want to see Batman, and you don't have to make it campy. That the Dark Knight did it damn good and didn't make it campy. I want to see Batman. I want to see some.
Well, is Batman even in this?
Not as of yet. I only seen the first 2 episodes.
I don't know.
What I'm saying is, I don't want to see you revert the exaggeration back to reality. Comics are the exaggeration of reality. I don't want to see you dial it back.
Yeah,
like the dialing up is the comic.
Yeah, I think they're taking a cue from Marvel though, because Marvel gave you the gritty realism of those.
Marvel succeeded in the fact it was still comics. Niggas
it was still comics,
superpowers.
Yeah, I haven't seen Penguin, so I don't know what to tell you about it. And in the DC realm again, like Gotham, I don't think Gotham was all that fantastical in their approach with shit. I didn't see Gotham either, but from the like commercials and the clips and like shit like that I've seen, it seems very grounded in reality of what a criminal would be in the Batman world.
The few minutes I've seen of Gotham at least had superpowers. It had power.
They had superpowers in that shit?
It was powered individuals. They were tamped down to make it static electricity and shit like that, like plausible powers, if there is a thing. But it was still mythical to an extent. It was still magical. It still had unbelievability to it. This Penguin shit, like I said, is so dialed down. It's just a very good drama. It's just a very, very highly, like, if they don't give that makeup department, because I've been watching it like this with a fine-tooth comb, and I can't tell if that's Colin Farrell at all.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. I didn't know that was him.
Fuck the pictures, nigga. I'm watching this nigga walk, talk, eat for 2 hours. And
not at all.
Not an inkling of that being Colin Farrell. They did a damn good job. He doing a damn good job as portraying somebody else. But he's always been a pretty good method actor. But
yeah, he's a good actor. I don't know if he met
who Colin Farrell. Yes, very method actor.
I didn't know
all that said, I still want it to be fantastic. I need a little bit of fantasy in it. It's too real. It's too surreal.
Put some cream in your coffee.
Yeah,
a little too strong.
I talk on my burrito, baby. Yeah, it's very surreal. But yeah, check that shit out though. It's a good show. Like it won't disappoint in no way, shape, other than if you're looking for fantasy.
I'm gonna get to it though. I've always wanted to watch the Batman shit. I just haven't came around to it just yet. Like I wanted to watch Gotham. I ain't watched it. I ain't seen an episode of that, but I'm going to watch it, and I'm gonna watch Gotham. I'll probably watch Penguin around the time I'm gonna watch Gotham.
You know what the fuck I've always wanted to watch? Angel.
Oh yeah.
I always wanted to watch that again. The Buffy series, yeah.
Yeah.
That was always a damn good show to me.
It looked decent, But I ain't gonna say I always wanted to watch it, but I get why you would want to see it. It looked entertaining enough.
Yeah.
Some of that CW shit, it might have went off. Might have been cool. I watched Black Lightning. Candace watched the fucking the American All American. So they got some shit. They got
You know
some
what I
good
didn't
shit,
like
I guess.
about Black Lightning? Somebody had to be underpaid in that motherfucker. Like, I just didn't feel like you could produce a syndicated television show on national TV with the soundtrack they had on there. Like the whole budget should have been blown. And if not, why are they getting such quality music for such nominal fare? Like they had black classics on that motherfucker. They were playing, nigga. Like their whole budget had to be 100% on soundtrack
music.
Now that I think is a conspiracy. I'll die on that conspiracy. Something wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. In other news.
I don't know what else you want to talk about. That you were thinking about.
Other than Shorty, you said you wanted to play that video where she walked in, the nigga was eating. She said he had to ask to eat.
I'm pulling that up now. Let me pull that up.
And of course, I think that was fake, but
a lot of these videos be fake at this point. But motherfuckers really be reviewing them like they authentic. It's crazy to me a little bit.
You know what video I wanted to talk about? That motherfucking blind man on a plane video. So
okay, which one did you do? Because I already got this up already.
Oh yeah, like I said, you put that one up. Yeah, you can put that one up. We talk about that one.
Okay, here we go. I know you can't hear none yet. Hold on.
Well, while you do that, let me go take this blunt downstairs. Him downstairs.
You saw it already, right? I'm finna play it.
Yeah, I think it already.
All right.
And I'm hungry, baby. I'm starving. You think I care about you being hungry? I work 12 hours and I'm hungry, baby. I'm starving. You think I care about you being hungry or that you working 12 hours? Anytime that you are hungry, you ask me, can you fix you a plate? You ask for permission. Why I always gotta go through this with you? What are you going through? What you mean what I'm going through? Why I gotta ask you to eat? Because that's my rules. You ask permission to eat. I ain't just fix that food for you to come in here and fix it anytime you want. Now go in the kitchen to put the plate down and come and ask me, can you eat? Are you serious right now? I'm dead serious. Wrong with you? Think you can come in here and fix yourself a plate in my kitchen? I cooked over that stove. Can I please eat now? Because I'm hungry. I'll let you starve, but I'm going to let you eat this time. Just for future references, you come and ask permission. Ask, can you fix a plate? Why you having a plate made? You know I don't have to fix you a plate. You know I was working all day. What that mean? You think I care that you working all day? Now go and get the plate before I change my mind.
Yeah, that shit fake. Yeah, that's fake. Yeah, that's fake. That's fake. That's not real. Ain't no way in the hell no grown ass man that work 12 hours a day on a shift gonna sit up there and let his girlfriend, wife, roommate, or whatever tell him that he got to go put a plate back in the kitchen and come back in the room to ask her if he can go back in the kitchen to finish eating that plate. Ain't no way in the natural world.
Ain't no way in the natural goddamn hell. Nigga, what? I don't even, and see, shit like that piss me off with, I don't even see how two humans could sit in a room and even think to fake something that's stupid. Like, that's where my mind be at. Like, I wanted to talk about it to say it don't need to be talked about. Like, that shit. Like, it's unbelievable.
I just took it as a skit.
It's unbelievable. It's idiotic. It shouldn't. Of course, there are outliers, Of course, there is probably a scenario like that somewhere in the
Yeah.
world,
It
but
ain't normal.
it's few and far between and so scant that it should have never made it to anything other than a Saturday Night Live rejected pile. Like for people to engage that as if it's actuality is ludicrous. And it only begets people being more ludicrous. That's the problem. When we engage it and don't say what I'm saying right now, they stupid, they idiots, and we try to actually dissect it as if it's actual fodder, though it may have happened somewhere. It's so scant, we have other things that we should be addressing.
If you are in that predicament right now, there's nothing I could say to help you.
Nothing.
As a man, there's nothing to be said.
That's something you teach children how to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
That is a preschool problem. Like, no. Yeah. The other video with the blind motherfucker, though, I have since realized that those are training videos.
Yeah.
That's
that video.
That gave me a bit of respite because at first I'm like, hold up, man. There's no way. I don't give a fuck how blind you is. You know they talking to you, nigga.
You know they talking to you. You know you didn't put a seatbelt on and they asking for the seatbelts to be on. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, right. And then that leads me to believe. That leads me to the next thing. Why in the fuck? Why in the fuck are they doing that as a training video? Now I know a lot of wild shit happen on planes, but fam, know you talking to him, and the motherfucker that does that should have been removed far sooner.
Should have been. I think to give it any credence for a training video, I think that the only thing I would say to do different was to engage that man in a more direct way. If I don't know, I would have touched him at some point, sir. I mean, I just don't know. They never really like talked to him. They just said, "Put your belt on." They never said, "Excuse me, sir." It just didn't feel like that. Even though you should know a motherfucker is screaming in your face, I think the training aspect
in his face doing this right in front of his face.
Right. But
now, blind or not, nigga.
But never did she. Again, I'm with you. He should have definitely. But as far as the train aspect of it, don't be clapping in nobody's face. Don't be doing none of that shit. You can touch his shoulder to gain his attention. You can engage with him in a better way. I think if that's the aspect of the training video. Again, it's a stupid thing. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here.
And you know what the worst part about that shit is? That since I clicked on that motherfucker, now I'm getting fucking airport training videos. That's how I realized that they were training videos, because I got like 4 more after that. And they were all just as ludicrous. They were all just as ludicrous. I'm like, oh, this is airport training video. Situational training videos for
situational awareness. I did one of those before. Took all damn day.
Hey, have you seen that new I'm calling everything a TV show, but it's a new TV show for martial artists where they get into random situationals.
Oh, where they compete about who will perform better in a bar fight and shit like that.
It's not just bar fights though; it's a bunch of situationals. It's situationals like that.
The commercial I saw was the bar fight scenario type shit, and I was like, "This is the dumbest damn thing." I'm not watching this shit.
Oh man, it's this motherfucker. Hey, I be in the rabbit hole of all awesome rabbit holes. So you got to start out at the slap competitions. You start out the slap competitions, they will take you into the most idiosyncratic fucking rabbit hole ever. So Asia has this new game where it's a hanging cube, and everybody is hanging from this cube trying to get the other people. Like, you facing, all 4 of y'all are facing the interior of this cube, hanging from the air, like 30 feet in the air, trying to kick each other off this fucking cube. Ain't no other like events up to this event. This is the whole thing. Because American Gladiators had an event like that too, where they would called the hang.
Well, there was a
Where-
point to it though. It wasn't just it was called hang tough, but it was the object wasn't to hang there. The object was to get from one side to the other.
Right. Yeah. Now this object, everybody's a gladiator in this one. Because the gladiator's object was to get the motherfucker off that motherfucker.
Right.
Yes. So all four of you motherfuckers, y'all hanging on a damn. The cube ain't no bigger than shoulders width each segment.
So y'all hidden for real.
So y'all close as fuck. Y'all, this cube ain't but a 6-foot cube. And so y'all hanging with no harnesses. And y'all just kicking each other in the face, hands, teeth. I mean, like the boots, nigga. When I tell you they are like, I seen a motherfucker boot a nigga with his heel to the nose. I'm like, he had to kill that man.
Hey, look, I ain't never watched it, but they took Squid Games, the TV show, and made it a TV show.
Oh shit!
They made it a game show. They made Squid Games a legitimate game show.
You know what the dumbest legitimate?
I mean, I'm sure you don't die or nothing like that, but still,
well, yeah, I'm pretty sure. You know what the dumbest shit that I've seen in that regards? It's a fucking phone booth fight show.
Oh,
and it is a car fight show.
Yeah, I saw the car fight show. Be fighting with the seatbelts and shit.
It's a phone booth fight show too, with two motherfuckers in the phone booth and they just scrap it. It's just like it's the stupidest shit. But you gotta start with the slap. Them slap fucking things, like that got to be the most fair competition on earth first.
Shit.
You don't think so?
Hey, look, it's fair, yeah, but shit. Some of the motherfuckers is not equally matched up, fam.
I mean, that's your fault if you let them put you in a fight that in a nigga y'all ain't equally yoked. That's your fault if you let them put you in
dude
something
hand the size of the other motherfucker's skull, and like, come on, fam. You know damn well.
Fam, did you see the one I put in there with Kalakalu, the Hawaiian nigga? He said, it's only gonna be a second.
Yeah,
and he smacked the life out that nigga.
I'll make this quick or some shit. Like, it didn't even sound like a threat. It sounded like he was trying to be nice. I'll make it quick.
Hey, it's gonna be all over soon. He measured his face. Hey, it's only gonna be a second, but it's only gonna take a second. It's gonna be all over.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
That nigga said, I can't see. He smacked the sight out that nigga. He said, I can't see. I can't hear. I can't see. I can't hear. He smacked.
Fuck that stick. You can have that shit. I don't want it back no more. Take this pool noodle. Get the fuck away
but I
from
seen that very same. The reason I say it's fair is because that very same nigga, I seen the motherfucker slap him to sleep.
Hey,
like,
look,
you can't cover up, so there's no advantage.
Like,
hey,
look, it's essentially fair because it's mano y mano, and you both know the rules, and you see the motherfucker you engaging with. It's absolutely fair, but at the same time, that shit ain't fair.
Hey, the funniest shit about mano y mano, that is probably the first time that it was ever used correctly. Mano y mano, people think means man to man, but it means hand in hand.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. I thought it meant man to man. I was using it as man to man, but technically, because they was using hands, it fit. Hey, look, that's what's up.
Yeah. Manos arriba. It means put your hands up, not put your man up. Manos arriba. When you come in there robbing motherfucker, manos arriba. Put your fucking hands up.
It's now that you say what mano means and the way we use it. Mano y mano has got to be one of the most racist terms. How you say man in Spanish? Mano. Mano, is that how you say man in Spanish?
And we all know it's hombre. That's the funniest shit. We all know that man is hombre. We all know that. That's like one of the very few Spanish words we know. But yeah, that blind nigga really pissed me off because, oh shit, Whoopi Goldberg. Oh shit. Plays the victim. You got to play this one. I forgot about that.
I don't know what you talking about, the cookie place?
Yes.
We talked about that.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Did we not?
She didn't get a entitled cookie? And she was mad.
Huh?
When Whoopi Goldberg didn't get her cupcakes or the special cupcake is the name of a cupcake that they only make there. When she didn't get it and she went on The View and said how they didn't make it for her, but they made it for somebody else. And then they came on right after that and said, no, bitch, our stove was broke. We told you that. You sent somebody else the next day. The stove was fixed. It wasn't no slight against you. We don't give a fuck about you personally. You made cookies for everybody. Well, sweets, cupcakes, whatever the fuck. Yeah, we talked about that.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
It was days after the fucking episode.
No, but you put it in there after it happened, though. That happened before you put it in there. I saw that when you put it in there. That was after we talked about it in the episode before that.
Oh. Well, yeah. When I put it in there, that's the only time I had heard of it. But, so did y'all talk about the aspect of she wasn't fucking entitled?
What is that aspect? What do you mean she wasn't entitled?
Cause old sly dog Whoopi had a motherfucker call. This wasn't the first time that happened. That's why she had another motherfucker call. And then they got their order filled. And then she said months later, you see, they thought it was the same day she had a motherfucker call. Months later, they hit her again. She's like, why the fuck every time I call the fucking oven down? But when I have my little white girl call, she gets her cookies.
Mm-hmm.
So Whoopi made another statement. She like, no, it ain't, no. I'm not just jumping out of the window. I set their ass up and they fell for it.
Hey, look. Whoopi is the last person to get to play the race card around me.
She's playing the politics card.
Politics, race, whatever.
She wasn't playing the race card. She was playing the politics card.
Look, they play the race card with their politics card. Their politics card is basically the race card. It's just got a jacket on it or some shit. They always tie their politics back to misogyny and racism. That's all they say. Donald Trump, the one man whose name she won't say, is the racist. His supporters are all racist or misogynist. So if you like Trump, you must be a racist. So she always, that's what they do every single day. Again, though, I'm never gonna side against Whoopi playing the race card, like I said, because I remember Ted Danson. So shut the fuck up, Whoopi. The end. I don't know. It's after 2:00. What we almost talk about?
What did we almost talk about? Myriad of shit. Oh shit! This Keith Lee shit. Did you see that shit?
Oh, the wiggling shrimp or wiggling sushi.
Motherfucker wrote there. Maggot he had on this shit.
Hey, they closed that motherfucker down until further notice.
That motherfucker, he didn't close it at first. He said that nigga was holding his chopsticks wrong.
Yeah. No. They tried to, but they eventually closed and said, our bad. We gonna look at that shit and get it together. But I don't know if they open back up. But they closed like several locations, I think.
I thought they only had one.
No, I think this is a chain. I don't know. I ain't all that invested in the story.
I wasn't invested in the story. Only this Keith Lee nigga. And the funniest shit about that is the nigga's a fucking professional fighter. Somebody go get fucked up, keep threatening that kid. Like that's what he did.
I think he whooped somebody's ass already.
I see. See, he's a professional fucking fighter. That's what he does outside of fucking YouTube. He looks so innocent and unassuming. Motherfucker just be
because he a boxer and he ain't crazy.
No, he a MMA fighter.
Yeah, well, whatever he is, but he ain't crazy is what it is. So he walk around like a regular person, not trying to fuck you up, and you take it as, I think a bitch.
Yeah, we got the Archie Bunker math lesson. Man puts woman and child out after finding out the baby isn't his.
Yeah, I see 100 of them videos every day. I gotta think they all fake. But hey, yo, look, if it ain't my kid, y'all gotta take the fuck out. I don't know
But
what.
what if you got 2 other kids with her? See, that's what made that scenario different. They
Hey,
have
look,
3 children in total. The youngest wasn't here.
my kids can stay. You got to get the fuck out with your child right now. And we're gonna sort out the custody arrangement later. But you got to go, bitch. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Well, see,
I don't even know how to
see,
say. I don't know how we having a conversation about this shit in most instances. Like,
because the children have an attachment to one another.
hey, look, I get the
That's
the
their
mo-
brother. That's
and this-
their brother and sister. So
That's
just
cool.
because you've been bamboozled, you do have to consider other things, in my
Yep.
opinion.
Hey, look, they don't live here no more. And you'll see your brother every other week.
I
And
don't
that's
know.
that.
They grew up with that little nigga. From
I
birth
might
to
let the motherfucker that ain't mine stay over there, depending on how long I've been with him. And if my
yeah.
kids
No,
really,
he been with him since birth. He thought it was his child.
hey, look,
You got 2 other kids with the
hey, look,
bitch,
hey, look,
and you thought this 5-year-old was also yours.
since birth is a thing. Yeah, since birth, but since birth, he was 3 months old. Since birth, this nigga's 11. It's different.
He's 5. He was 5.
Hey, look, we get to talk about the 5-year-old. I might have to. He
A
might have to come
5-year-old.
back
It
over.
puts his lady and a 5-year-old out. Man
Hey, look.
puts woman and her 5-year-old child out after the baby isn't his.
Hey, look, again, I'm not ever gonna fault the guy for doing that. I'm not.
Hey, I don't know.
I can make room in my own mind to understand the rationale for saying, well, I'll bring the kid back. I don't understand how you'd ever get it back with the woman. That shit. That
I think you just better go get you some frankincense and myrrh.
the fuck? I ain't a wise man.
No, you Joseph, nigga.
Joseph, no, it was the wise man that gave Joseph the frankincense, gold, and myrrh.
Yes. I said, I think you just need to go get your frankincense,
Oh,
gold.
go get your frankincense. And myrrh. Oh, hell no, fuck that. I'm not taking. Hey, look. They ain't did that shit since Mary. Think I'm gonna be the second motherfucker? No, sorry.
What nigga? They've been doing that shit since Mary. What that book was about was, bitch, don't tell nobody. And they stopped telling motherfuckers right after Mary. They just been cheating and popping out other niggas' kids.
Hey, look,
That's what that book was about. See,
Hey,
that's
look,
what motherfuckers don't understand is there's real life implications to every book in the Bible, and they're not mystical nor mythical. They're to deal with real life. Bitches cheating and coming home with a baby that you know ain't yours.
Bye.
And back then, see what motherfuckers don't understand. Back then, bitch, it ain't happening this long. Whose baby is this? Was a real argument. See, now that wouldn't stand. You ain't had a baby in 10 years, and then you had one. Oh, it's a miracle baby. Back then, bitch, we ain't had one in 10 years. Who baby is this?
Damn, Joseph never hit.
That's how they had to make you believe it was Jesus.
Oh, okay.
A God. See, that's what I'm saying. They spin it, they make it mythical, so you don't put your spin on it. They make it mythical, so you don't put your spin on it, but you relate it to your life. Is what you're supposed to do. It's how you're supposed to deal with that situation when it comes up to you. So there ain't no, it's a real dick in your situation. But in the book where they taught you how to deal with this, it was mythical dick. Just so you didn't have a problem, just so y'all couldn't argue about it. Here's the lesson. Take this man's child. I ain't taking another nigga. It's a miracle dick. All right, I might take a miracle dick, baby.
Nope. I'm cool on all outside babies. I'm straight on all that shit. Especially if I ain't hit yet. Oh no.
But that's how they got him to take it. A miracle dick baby. P. Diddy is up in court for bail hearing decisions coming next week. Third bail hearing.
It's probably gonna be a no.
This bitch with a 2000 Nissan. Thanks, OnlyFans. The nigga say, baby, you could have fucked me for that. But congrats.
Got it herself though, out the mud.
Did she
Bro.
really get it out the mud? Couldn't she have got that from McDonald's?
Hey, look, she got, but she could have got it from anywhere, but where she did get it was out the mud.
This nigga Joe Biden in 1974, making a lot more sense than he did in 2024.
I don't know what that one was about.
I don't know. This other link expired. Serena Williams. I mean Venus Williams. I'm Serena Williams, ugly as a motherfucker. I've been telling y'all since high school that Serena was the one. Everybody, whole
Venus.
little.
You mean Venus?
Yeah, Venus is the one. Whole little motherfucking crew. Everybody. Man, no. I'm like, all right. Miss B Nasty gets taken for child support by her dad. I mean, by her baby dad.
It ain't never worth listening to porn stars ever speak.
You say it ain't what?
Ever worth listening to porn stars speak.
That was worth it though. That was funny to me. Bitch was mad as hell.
Oh yeah.
Mad as hell. Cause she's like, come on, nigga. I already pay all them bills over there. You gonna take me to child support?
She don't pay that bill.
They hired a street cat to take care of their mouse problem.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Shift. A couple of mids talking. I don't know. Let me click on this. What the fuck is this? Couple of mids talking.
They just being disgusting about bathroom talk. It really ain't an actual thing. They just, these bitches is nasty.
Oh yeah, like this was fucking yeah. Nah, hell nah. I don't be believing these white hoes. Then former college athlete. Did you watch that video? Suicide by cop or mental illness?
Oh yeah, nah, that was. Hey, look, both.
Yeah, that was rough there. See, that's another one that come from that video site. Come from that WordPress. That's the one that made me finally check. I'm like, oh, they ain't just doing freak shit on here. Let me see what the fuck this shit is. And I tried to click on that shit. You can't get to nothing on that motherfucker. It's just a WordPress blog spot. Ain't no titles, ain't no nothings. But yeah, she stabbed that cop all the way up. I commend that cop for having as much patience as he did. Because he backed up off her ass after she had already stabbed him up twice. And I didn't see that until very.
She had a knife. I thought it was a baton.
No, nigga. Well, you didn't watch to the very end. At the very, very
I wasn't
end.
trying to watch it all that much. When I figured out what the fuck was happening, I was like, I don't want to see this shit. But then I kept watching. But
at the very, very end, that nigga started leaking. Like, so she got him good in his head. Got him good. Like when she opened the door, she tried to slit his
came
throat.
out firing with that shit.
Yeah, she tried to slit his throat when she opened the door. So I don't know if she got him then or when she lunged and stabbed at him. But she got him good because at the end of the video, that nigga got the leaking. And that was one of them incidences. And I wanted you in particular to watch that motherfucker, Mr. Machete. What would you have done?
Increase the distance, but if there's no way to increase the distance, you get into her body with the machete, fam. Nothing can swing and hacking at me.
She didn't have a machete. She had a fucking kitchen knife.
Oh, well, what the fuck she had? I thought it was a big.
He put her ass down.
I thought it was a big long ass baton, but yeah, I mean, I already told you what I was doing.
At the most butcher knife, but it didn't even look like butcher knife length. Looked like a very good bread knife.
I ain't clicking on it again. I don't want to see that shit no more.
I mean, it wasn't graphic.
It was, but I know what I'm watching, and I just don't want to see it.
Right. Damn. Huh?
What?
So, if it's real, it bothers you.
Yeah.
But if it's not, it don't.
Right. It's an actual person's death that is kind of. It just feels kind of. I don't know. Dirty to watch it. I don't know. It's just. Yeah, for me, I don't want to see him.
Damn, Yeah.
It's weird. I know.
I think that might be your strangest slope ever. That's the Schrodinger's cat of slopes. So do you have to know she died?
Yeah.
Because the report might be wrong. She might be well and alive.
Hey, look, it could be, but if I know it's a video where a person died, I don't want to watch it. I just
But
don't.
that's what I'm saying. So does the information have to be correct?
If it's incorrect and you lying to me, I don't know shit. What the hell difference do it make?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
It's I believe the lie. If you tell me you showing me a video where a motherfucker died, I'm gonna take your word for it.
Right. That's all I'm asking. Does it have to? I'm literally asking a question. Does it have to be real, or do you have to? Or motherfucker just could tell you it's real.
Tell me it's real enough. It's gonna preclude me from watching it.
I don't know how you got so agitated by that.
I
don't know how you got so agitated by if it's real or if somebody told you it's real. But your Jay-Z, you perfectly understand your Jay-Z make better music, but won the battle. You understand how that's the same exact thing?
It's not though, but we'll be another hour trying to figure it out.
We ain't. We damn sure the fuck ain't. But that's it. That's about it there. Shorty right there was the last little thing.
That was the last little thing.
Some I put up on YouTube, or you put up on YouTube. Also, oh no, that's that blind. We already talked about this blind ass nigga. Yeah, that shit pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
Pissed me off originally until I went back and saw that it was fucking training videos.
That's
about it, buddy.
Hey yo, it's what time is it? 2:26 in the morning, Thanksgiving Day. Don't forget to eat some turkey. Go ahead and grab a slice of meat, gobble gobble. We got The Authority coming out. We've been saying December 2nd the whole time, but it's the first. This actual fucking it's actually this Sunday. We coming up with that. So The Authority this Sunday. Go ahead. You can go to the page on the Facebook and see what we got. I got the tickets at. It's a double feature. The Good Ghost and The Authority. Come check it out. Watch it. It's gonna be the shit. That man over there that you can't see, he got urban protection units.
I don't know what that nigga be saying either. House moves for the low, you don't even know
though. But it's a fucking move in your house. Before we go, got a question for you. Was shopping the other day and this woman came up to me in the aisle and I didn't really have an answer for her, but I was trying to figure it out. She asked me, when does the bread go bad? And I don't really know. I just said, when your yeast expect it.
Wow.
Boom, boom. When your yeast expect it. But that's it for us. We've been here for 3 hours, 2 minutes and 41 seconds. If you've been rocking with us that long, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share this motherfucker. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We the S.O.S. podcast. We out. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, wait, hold on.